We are on.
All righty, welcome back. As we are back with you from the hilltop, we've waited some nearly 2.5 hours to let the lightning go by, and we had a few sprinkles of rain for about 5 minutes during the 2.5 hours we've been waiting. But we're just about ready to play a little football. Harrison County and Bourbon County have both been patiently waiting in the locker rooms, and it was just a slow-moving system. It was probably 10, 15 miles away, but that's far enough away where we couldn't hear the thunder, but close enough where we could see the lightning striking someplace 10, 15 miles from here, and that's why we had to wait.
We're guessing our friends in Millersburg got a little bit.
Yeah, Millersburg, and probably the way the system was moving, Brooksville probably got her, Carlisle too, maybe even Maysville. But in any case, Harrison County, Bourbon County will take a break and come back with a kickoff of tonight's game right after this. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. To start this ball game, the kicker is Cameron Goodwin. We'll be calling his name a lot tonight as he plays offense, defense, and special teams. Kick is on its way, and it's going to be caught at about the 5-yard line by Damon LaRue. LaRue goes up the middle. He's at about the 30, well, almost the 30 before he's brought down, so a good return by LaRue to get things started for the Thoroughbreds.
Looks like about the 27 before they mark it or put it down.
Harrison County 1-1, Bourbon 0-2, and they'll put it at the 27, so about a 22-yard return.
You know, we were talking to Sean, who used to play for the Breds back in the day, and got to wonder how all the players for both sides are feeling after having to sit that long.
Because you get all psyched up and ready to go, and then 6 minutes basically before the game starts, they shut you down for 2.5 hours. So we'll see how things occur. Custard with the football, throws it in the flat to Jacoby White, but it was a very slow developing play as Custard, when he originally was about to throw the ball, it kind of slipped out of his hand, and that kind of disrupted all the timing. So they're going to say no yards on that pass play. Make for sure. Yeah. So 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Thoroughbreds. Ancient rivals, these two teams. Custard all alone in the backfield. Double tight end set. Or Jacoby White with a direct snap. Jacoby trying to find some running room up the middle, and he's getting a good little push, but a lot of kernels there to bring him down. Leading the way, Lucas McCarty.
There's our first flag of the game.
Yeah, we figured it would come early.
See who is on.
See what it's all about. White got the ball to about the 30, so about a 3-yard gain, but let's check the flag to see what that's all about. And Paul Robert Copes is pointing towards Bourbon. we've got a personal foul face mask against the Colonels. So that'll be a first down for Harrison County. As we said, give Jacoby 3 yards on the play, and then the penalty against Bourbon.
You know what? Even though it was a penalty, it's still could not law first down.
Oh, that's right. Yes, thank you. That might be I think that is our first time we've had a Canup-Law first down off of a penalty.
I believe that's correct.
So it advances 15 yards to the 45. First and 10 for the Breds. This time Custer will be back to get the snap.
Yeah, that one looked like a false start.
And we had Canadian football there for the Breds.
And that was also Malachi Feeback, not Caden.
Oh, okay. So lots of misdirection. Procedure against Harrison County as we assumed. So within the first 2 plays, both teams have made their first penalties. Harrison County averaging 16 penalties per game. Now back it to the 40-yard line where it'll be first down and 15 yards to go.
Still doing a Wildcat. It's Caden out wide.
Wildcat formation with feedback back, and now once again movement on the line of Harrison County.
Yep, that'll be another Harrison penalty.
I mean, it's supposed to knock your opponent off stride, not confuse your own team. So back us up 5 more yards after our second consecutive illegal procedure to the 35, where it'll be first down and 20 yards to go. So Harrison County a little bit affected by the long layoff as they've been unable to get a play run yet.
The O-line's been wanting to get head starts.
Yeah. Custer now will be back in shotgun formation. A little bit high snap, looking downfield. Custer rolls left, fires down to the far sideline. Ball's going to be caught on the far sideline. Is that Lewis?
I believe. Give us a chance on these numbers.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for us to see. I believe it's Lewis.
It's the Jackson Zink. 6.
Is it 2 or 6?
It's not 2. 9.
Conway.
Taylor Conway.
So we're both wrong. So Taylor Conway with the catch for the Canup-Law first down. And the ball will be set at the 35. So from one 35 to the other 35, a 30-yard gain on the play. Wish they had consulted us about these uniforms.
It would have made the letters a little more noticeable.
First and 10. Here's
a pass to.
I think that's a Conway again.
Is it? Believe you're right.
So Conway with his second consecutive catch. This one a little bit shorter, only a 5-yard gainer to the 30. However, it will bring up second down and 5 yards to go. Which will give that 6 yards.
Okay.
To the 29. Luckily, a 30 becomes a 29 fairly easily. Second down and 4. Conway coming off of the field. And Jacoby White coming back on. Got to hurry up. The clock is on. 9:47 left to go in the first quarter of this late starting game. No score yet. Custard in the backfield. He puts Jacoby White over on the far side, which is the shorter side of the field. Snap back to Custard. Thinking about calling his own number. Gets over to the edge and is going to be very close to first down yardage.
I think he's going to get it. I'm pretty
sure.
See
where they mark him out of bounds at. And haven't seen an indication yet. Looks like it's going to be third down and short. About a yard.
Must have stepped up before I could.
So about the 26 to keep us out of fraction. Third down and a yard to go. Custard calls the play. Another high snap. Trying to find some running room up the middle and dives, and I think he might have got it on that last second.
There was a flag right in the middle of all of it.
Oh.
During the play.
Let's find out what that's all about. That's going to be close to first down yardage. And the Bourbon County people are pointing our direction. We got a hold against Harrison County. So they'll back us up 10 yards, our third penalty, and we haven't even done 6 plays yet. That's going to be driving Coach Graham nuts. Like I said, I think that Custard had the first down.
That's 20 yards. 20
already.
Yards.
Back to the 35-yard line. Makes it third down and a long 9 to go. Snap back to Custer, another high snap,
high.
looking downfield. Flushed out of the pocket, running towards the near sideline. Fakes a pass, runs down the sideline. Is going to be knocked out of bounds by Bourbon County, far short of the first down yardage. But now, with the ball going to be near the 30, you almost have to go for it because it's way too long for a field goal attempt and too short, really, for a punt. Ball's down at the 31. So about a 4-yard gain on the play on Custer's run. And 4th down and 6 to go. This time it looks like Custard's set back deeper than he was. Another high snap. Looks to his left. Backing up. Here comes the rush. Throw into the end zone, and it's going to be caught.
They got
a
it.
touchdown.
Beautiful. Beautiful catch. Beautiful throw. Jayshawn Lewis.
Jayshawn Lewis with a 31-yard touchdown reception on a picture-perfect throw from Caden Custard, and the Breads have drawn first blood in this game.
Not only was it a beautiful throw and perfect, but it was a great catch. Kind of going, falling back, having to lay out a little bit, bringing it in, staying in bounds, all the good stuff.
Jayshawn Lewis, as we said, making the grab for his first touchdown of the season. For Caden Custard, his 3rd touchdown throw. Cameron White will be coming in to try and kick the extra point. Tanner Toomey is his holder. J.D. Tucker is the long snapper. So here we go. Snap good, hold good. The kick by White's on the way, and the kick is good as well. So with 8:56 left to go in the first quarter, your score, Harrison County 7 and Bourbon County nothing. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. All righty, back here at the Hilltop. Harrison County on the 31-yard connection between Custard and Lewis. Gets the scoreboard or scoring going. Harrison County for Custard. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the season. Farm Credit Mid-America offers short-term loans that handle the present so you can focus on the future. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741, and you can learn more. Cameron White, who made the PAT, about to kick off for the Breads. Be a pop-up that's going to be taken at about the 12-yard line by Cameron Goodwin. Goodwin's got good athleticism and makes a nice return, but there is a flag on the play, and I think that flag is going to be on Jaden Moody. The reason I think it's on Moody is because he's saying, I didn't do it. And we don't even know what he did yet. So that's going to bring the decent return back on the block from behind by Bourbon County, so that's good for our side. 8:50 on the clock here in the first quarter. We're just underway, which if you're just tuning in, you're going, huh, what?
What?
Well, we had a 2.5-hour lightning delay.
It's 10 o'clock, guys. It's actually 10:09.
So Bourbon County with the penalty. Back them up 10 yards, where they'll take over right on top the 20-yard line. Clay Estes is in shotgun formation. Gives the ball over to Goodwin. Goodwin coming to the near sideline, and it's going to be taken down on a nice open field tackle by Custard.
That's Caden on the tackle.
And Custard on the tackle, yeah. And do we have a flag?
No, they were just
a little jawing going on.
Just a little talking.
So keep your mouth shut and play ball.
Yep. Both of them had something to say, and they both left, and we're good to go.
12-yard gain on the play to the 32, which brings up first down and 10, the first down of the night on the first play of the night by the Bourbon County offense.
They can move it.
Estes once again in shotgun formation with Goodwin on his left hip. Ball's on the near hash mark. Once again gives the ball to Goodwin. Goodwin goes over to the right side, slipped a couple of tackles. He's at the edge, leaped over a would-be Harrison County tackler and has first down yardage, but a flag on the play near midfield, which is where Goodwin went out of bounds. So let's see what this hanky is all about.
There's also a flag on the sideline, too. So there's two.
On the far sideline?
Yeah, at the Bourbon sideline.
Okay. So lots of flags to figure out as the officials get together. Well, you know, anytime these two teams get together, whether it be in football, soccer, volleyball,
doesn't matter.
Things happen to get a little bit chippy at times.
It just doesn't matter. They don't like each other. It's always been that way.
That's right. It was much more chippy when we were in the same district in basketball.
Oh, for sure.
But still, we just don't like them and they don't like us. Now,
moving a flag.
The flag has moved about 5 yards closer to what is right now the Bourbon County huddle.
Still not sure what happened.
No, they're still discussing it. And
here comes, maybe we'll get some
clarification.
We'll get,
yes, from the official. And we're going to have a personal foul on Bourbon. And a dead ball personal foul on Harrison.
Okay.
So the two penalties offset. We'll go back to where we were, where it's going to be first down and 10 again.
All for naught.
What that does do, though, is it takes off of the board a nice 15-yard gain by Goodwin. Well, dead ball foul, they're both at the run will stand. Yeah, we're not thinking right. Up to the 48-yard line, that was a 16-yard gain. And another first down for Bourbon County, who trails by a score of 7-0. 8:10 left to go here in the first quarter.
So does the run count?
Do what?
Does the run count?
Yeah, the run counts, but the penalties do not. Here's a pass on the near flat to Marcus Floyd. Shakes tackles, rushing down the sideline, and is going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 15-yard line by Tanner Toomey, but that time Floyd busted several tackles, and it's going to be first and 10 from that 15.
Yeah, he wasn't quite wrapped up at the line, but he broke a couple of tackles, and it was that fella's quick.
So 3 plays, 3 first down plays for Bourbon County. If you're fed up, which we are right now, call Canup. Canup Law handles bankruptcy, disability, and foreclosures. Call Brian if you're in need at 859-988-9658. This time, trips to the near side, actually quadruples to the near side, empty backfield. Snap is to Estes. Takes it on his own up to the middle. He's at the 5 and brought down by Zink. But it's going to be very close to first down yardage.
He's at the 10.
Oh, at the 10-yard line. My bad. So Estes with his first run of the night. 5-yard gain. Brings up second down and 5 yards to go. This time in the backfield is Josh Moody, standing right behind Estes, who's in the pistol formation. Gives the ball to Moody, who goes right up the middle, spins down to around the 5.
That'll be a first.
And I believe you're right. He had to get to the 5, and he got just over to the other side of the 5. But we'll wait on the official notification, which we just got, that it's another first down. And goal at the 5-yard line.
Right on it. So 13 to get the...
Yeah. Yes, 13, Josh Moody. So first and goal from the 5 as Bourbon tries to tie this game up. This time in the backfield will be Goodwin along with Estes.
Have a timeout.
But first, a timeout, Harrison. We'll take it as well. 7:01 left to go in the first quarter. Harrison County leads Bourbon 7-0, but the Colonels are inside the 10. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. All righty, out of the timeout. Estes in shotgun formation. Just to his right is Goodwin. The ball's on the near hash mark at the 5. The give is to Goodwin. Goes up the middle and may have gained a couple of yards before slamming into Landon Wee-Man Howard. It's a good tackle that time by Wee-Man. And they're going to give him a yard to the 4. So 2nd and goal from the 4. Coming in from the sideline, Paul Robert Copes, as the Breds have gone with their goal line defense. Bourbon County trying to tie this game up. Harrison County scoring on its first possession.
And I think they might go to the outside and use their speed here.
Estes puts trips on the far side, which is the wide side of the field. Gets the snap, keeps it on his own, runs left, throws it to the corner of the end zone where it's going to be caught by Marcus Floyd for a touchdown. So Marcus Floyd with his 2nd touchdown reception of the year for Estes. That is his 4th touchdown completion of the season. So Bourbon County now trailing by a score of 7-6 on the 4-yard pass play from Estes to Marcus Floyd. Let's see, the kicker is number
30.
Number 30, which is Christian Arnold. So Arnold in for the PAT kick. But first, Bourbon's got to get another player out there to make sure they got 11. And now standing up is Clay Estes saying we've got a time problem here. So Bourbon County calls time. 6:11 left to go in the first quarter. Harrison County's lead is shrunk to 7-6 over Bourbon County. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. All right, back here on the hilltop, Christian Arnold's PAT kick is good, and we are all night up at 7 apiece. 6:11 left to go in the first. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. All right, we get back to action. Christian Arnold will be kicking off for the Colonels. His kick is on the way, and it's a boomer.
Yeah.
That ball's going to go into the end zone. So long kick by Arnold. Christian Arnold, 5'8", but a senior. Got a lot of leg.
Yeah, he got a big
He kind of line drive the PAT between the uprights, but got the strong leg. I wonder if that kid plays soccer too.
Probably.
If he doesn't, he should.
You know what? I'm going to look that up.
I mean, that was a long. You don't see that much in high school anymore. Somebody able to drive it like that. In any case, Harrison County takes over at their own 20-yard line, bringing the play in from.
You'll be happy
the
to know
sideline.
that Christian Arnold does play soccer.
Does he play soccer? Okay. So I am correct in my assumption. Jay-Sean Lewis lined up wide to the near side. Ball's in the middle of the field. Custard gets the ball. Gets over to the far side.
Yeah,
Ooh,
they had that one covered.
They figured that one out pretty quick.
Yep.
Just not good enough of a fake to feedback.
Yeah, Bourbon County had two guys out there on the edges.
They're going to say he's back to the 16, so a 4-yard loss on the sack. First sack of the game for the Colonels defense. Brings up 2nd down and 14 yards to go. 5:44 left to go in the first quarter. Ball's now on the far hash mark. Feedback along with Custard in the backfield. Caden takes a look at his wristband to see what the play is. Snap is back, looks to his left, fires that way, and diving in a short reception is Conway. So that'll take the ball to the 24-yard line. So an 8-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go. Brad's needing a 1st down here to keep this drive going. This time he'll put feedback on his left hip, does Custard. Goes back to pass, flushed out of the pocket quickly, racing over to the near side, looking downfield, nothing there, and he's going to be thrown out of bounds on a nice open field tackle by Josh Moody. So Custard unable to get the 1st down, bringing up a punting situation as no gain on the play. Makes it 4th down and about 6 yards to go. Jacoby White in for the punt. He's only punted a couple of times this year so far in the early going. Brad's 1-1, Bourbon 0-2, but the 2 losses for the Colonels against 2 good teams in West Jessamine, who Harrison County will play in Nicholasville next week, and Belford, the defending 3A champs. Snap back to White. His punt is going to be a low flyer. Bounces off the 40, rolls to the 35, and will finally come to rest at the 33-yard line. So, put to 30.
It's in between. It's in between.
We'll give it to 34.
Yeah, 33 and 34.
Punt to the 34. So 16 and 26, a 42-yard punt. So a good one that time by Jacoby. Harrison County on average has been starting off their drives to 32. Our opponents at the 42. We're going to have to switch that around a little bit.
Yeah. So Harrison moves the ball nicely on their first drive, scores. Bourbon the same. Now the difference, Bourbon gets a stop.
Yeah.
Harrison needs to do the same.
Exactly. Empty backfield. Floyd goes in motion, left to right. The give is to Floyd on the jet sweep. He turns back in and will be taken down by Custard, I believe. But Floyd does get to the 40-yard line, so a 6-yard gain on the play brings up 2nd down and 4 yards to go as we near the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. 7-7, we're tied up. The tea is sweet. The horses are fast. The day's work is honest. And the insurance, of course, is Kentucky Farm Bureau. Call Harrison County Farm Bureau today at 234-4514 and ask for Dustin or Amy.
The tea is sweet.
That's what they say.
It better be sweet.
Empty backfield once again. Once again, Floyd goes in motion. This time, though, Estes is going to keep the ball. Fires it down the middle. Intercepted
nice.
by Jacoby
Good
White.
job, Jacoby.
Jacoby runs forward as he now flips the ball to a teammate who gains it up past the 50-yard line.
Was that Conway?
Can't see.
Or was it Caden? It may have been Caden. I think it was Caden.
So
I can't tell. 5 from a 9.
Jacoby White with his first interception of the year. And
okay, so
now
they're saying it was a
officials
forward handoff.
Oh, you can't do that.
So Jacoby intercepts it.
Yeah, that'll stay. But
so it'll still be Harrison's ball, but the flag's back here at the 45-ish.
Yeah, 43, which is where they may. Do you mark the penalty from where you can't end it?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we know Harrison has the ball, but we know there's a penalty.
The penalty was on the forward pass.
Yeah, forward handoff, forward pass.
What Jacoby was hoping was a lateral.
Right, but it was that is what happened. It was a forward.
So they'll back him up
So it'll be
about 15 yards from the spot to the. They're going to mark it from the spot of the lateral, not from the spot of the
You're right. That makes
end
sense.
result.
And 5 yards.
So 5 yards
Okay.
on that play. Okay. So ill, forward, pass. Okay. So now Harrison County has it at their own 39-yard line. 3:31 left. Snap is back to Custard. Looks down the middle. Fires it over to the left side and overthrows everybody out of bounds.
Yeah.
Jacoby White, the intended receiver, but it was a good 10 feet above Jacoby's head.
So I wasn't going to say anything until they both did it, but now both quarterbacks have one incompletion. They were both 100%, and now they both have one incompletion.
So each scored on their first possession. Each did not score on their second possession, and now we're going to see what Harrison County does on their third possession.
Right.
Thoroughbreds scoring about 33% of the time they have the ball. Our opponents 40% through the first 2 games. Second down and 10, snap back to Custard, play action, throws it over to the near side to White, and the ball's going to bounce.
Yeah,
incomplete
I
pass.
couldn't tell for sure, but I thought it did.
Yeah, Jacoby made a good play that he caught it in the air.
Yeah.
But the official was right on top of it. And that'll bring up third down and 10. So far this year, Harrison County on third down, only converting 25% of the time. 3:18 left to go in this first quarter. 7-7 is your score between these heated rivals. Lightning delay caused this game to start 2.5 hours late. Snap back to Custard, ball in the middle of the field. Looks downfield, here comes the rush. Passes it in the flat to White. Jacoby is going to be taken down on a really nice
That was good.
open field tackle that time
nice
by
tackle.
number 3, Jaden Moody. We've called his name a couple of times.
That's how you tackle somebody in the open field.
So
Pretty good.
Ball advances to the 44, so a 5-yard gain on that pass play. But it brings up fourth down and 5. And Harrison County will punt the ball away. 2:47 left on the clock here in the first quarter. Once again, White will be in punt formation. The last punt he had went 42 yards. Hopefully we'll get that same kind of result this time as well.
Colonel's got 2 guys back.
Snap is good. White's punt is a high flyer. All the Bourbon County kids are saying, get away from it. And it's going to bounce out of bounds at the 34-yard line? 33-yard line, at the 33-yard line. So, to the 33. That one only went 17 and 6, 23 yards. 2:22 on the clock here in the first quarter. Bourbon County gets the ball for the third time at the 33. Coming out of the game quickly for Harrison County, Noah Wyrick. Nose guard, defensive tackle. Estes will set up in shotgun formation as he has nearly all night long. Snap is back to him. He'll put it in the bread box of Goodwin, who slips tackles. He's at midfield and finally be tripped up by Michael Watts. But it could carry. Actually, that was number 13, wasn't it? Josh
13.
Moody. So Josh Moody with the first down run into Harrison County territory to the 45. So 17 and 5, a 22-yard gain.
Big gainer
On that particular play. Once again, Moody will be on the right hip of Estes. And once again, he gets the ball. Tried to cut to the outside, but standing in his way was Braxton Grubb. So a nice job that time by Braxton. Sometimes that's all you need to do is just be in the way and cause him to run someplace he didn't want to.
Give some credit to big Landon Howard there, too.
They're going to give him a yard to the 44.
Right.
Brings up second down and 9 yards to go. Feedback comes in. Wyrick comes out for this particular play as they'll
backfield.
line up 4 wideouts to the right side, which is the long side of the field. Snap back to Estes. Looks to this side. In the flat finds Floyd. Floyd is going to be knocked out of bounds by a couple of thoroughbreds, Jacoby White being one of them. Also in there, once again, Braxton Grubb. So that'll bring up third down and about 3 yards to go as they'll place the ball down at the 38 after that 6-yard gain on the pass play.
It's 3 completions and 3 Floyd receptions for the Colonels.
So keeping Mr. Floyd busy. Of course, one of those was the touchdown. This time Estes will put Moody on his left hip. Actually, that is going to be Goodwin. Goodwin goes to the right side, dives
that's going to be
for
close.
the close yardage.
And he's going to be a hair short.
I think he's going to be a yard short, yeah. Probably 4 down territory.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
As we've got an injured, no, just slow getting up. Can't tell who that was. Anyway, ball's going to be at the 36. So only a 2-yard gain on the play that time by Goodwin. 4th down and 1 yard to go. And that will be the end of the first quarter with your score, Harrison County 7 and Bourbon County 7. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WC Wayne Sports. All righty, back here at the Hilltop, 7-7 is your score. Alumni night here at the Hilltop.
Ashley Persinger.
14 of our former Harrison County Thoroughbreds have arrived. Bubba Marshall down there, along with Alex Barnett, Mike Kalaji, Dave Nick, always here anyway.
Timmy Linville.
Timmy Linville. Of course, Timmy's here because
Timmy's
he's always here because of being an assistant coach. So lots of the former greats. All righty. 4th down and 1. Estes puts the ball into the breadbasket of the first man through, who's going to have a first down, and not much more than that.
They met at the line, but was that Estes or
that was
Moody?
Moody again.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So good push by the Bourbon County O-line. That will take the ball down to the 33. So they actually got 3 yards on that play.
Yeah, they met at the line there, but Moody was able to push through, get what he needed.
So 1st and 10 for Bourbon, trying to take their first lead of the game. Estes has set back. That's Moody. Fires the ball towards the end zone and is caught. And down at the 1 is Caden Highlander.
Yep.
Highlander with the big catch there, and 1st and goal coming up for the Colonels.
He was pretty open.
And they'll put the ball down at the 2, so a 31-yard pass play. 1st and 10 for the Colonels.
1st and goal.
1st and goal, yeah. 1st and goal for the Colonels. Estes breaks huddle, puts trips to the wide side, actually puts 4 to the wide side. All alone in the backfield. Look for a keeper here by Estes, unless he comes to the near side where Jaquez Campbell is coming. But Estes calls his own number and easily gets into the end zone. For Estes, that is his 5th touchdown run of the year as his Colonels take a 13-7 lead with 11:03 left here in the first half. Well, we knew this was going to be a struggle, and so far, Bourbon County is not disappointed.
Yeah, they're going to put points on the board,
as they have the first 2 weeks. Coming in to kick once again
Arnold.
will be Arnold. Snap is a little low, but the hold is good. The kick is on the way, and the kick is good. So with 11:03 left to go in the first half, your score, Bourbon County 14, Harrison County 7. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. Alrighty, back at the Hilltop, Bourbon County is taking the lead at 14-7 on the 2-yard run that time by Clay Estes. And the ensuing PAT by Christian Arnold, who's about to kick off. For his Colonels, the last kickoff, he sent into the end zone. See what they have.
I think that's Arnold kicking this time.
Is it a different player? Kicker comes to the ball and a line drive down the middle, and it's going to roll and barely rolls into the end zone. But rolls in the end zone nonetheless, where Harrison County will take it over at the 20-yard line, trailing, though, 14-7.
You know, it's alumni night. Another alumni is Dr. Chris Kearns.
Yes.
You know, and he and the folks at Primo Smiles are the reason that we are on YouTube. They are
okay.
Major sponsor for our YouTube page, so I want to thank them and thank alumni Dr. Kearns.
Yes, always. Very supportive of the Harrison County football program. The all-time leading tackler in Harrison County history.
I did not know that.
404 tackles in his 4 years. He averaged over 100 tackles per year.
Dang.
Pound for pound, maybe the best defensive player we've ever had here.
Because, I mean, obviously a strong guy, but, I mean, not like he's a huge guy.
Yeah, tenacious is what he is. Here's a handoff by Custard as he finds White, who steps out of bounds.
That's feedback.
Or feedback, rather. Yeah. 24, not 21. That's Malachi's first carry of the night. And he tiptoes his way. Well, he didn't get as far as I thought he did. As they're going to put the ball down at the 22, 20, 23. Okay, up 23. 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up second down and 7 yards to go. Last week over at Anderson County, Malachi had 93 yards. As he neared the 100 mark. Custard switches feedback from his left hip to his right hip for this play. Ball's on the left hash mark. Give is to feedback, finds a hole, gets to the sideline, and boy, he's knocked out of bounds hard by a couple of Colonels, and they may have hit him late. Cameron Goodwin in there on the play, but it was very close to the sideline. So it might give Harrison County a free first down, but we'll check to make sure. And it's going to be a, well,
Don't know for sure.
Don't know yet. And the officials taking the ball, but not signaling to us what happened to it. Odd. Personal foul on Bourbon.
Okay.
So we'll
So
give.
I think the run would have been right
Yeah,
at the first down.
I think it would have been. But the penalty makes it a 4 sure thing. So we'll move it to the 48, or should be 48. Why are they putting it at the 45? He got to the 30.
No, he got to the 30. Because
It was to the 30?
20 to 30 was 10.
Oh, that's right. So here's a run to the near side. And we've got a late hit out of bounds again, I believe.
Yep.
Custard calling his own number. And the teams are chatting with each other. Our coaching staff is doing a good job of keeping our bench players from getting things a little too riled up. Let's make sure about the penalty first, though. So here are the calls, and we've got ball was advanced to the 48. Got a personal foul on Bourbon.
Okay.
And that's it. So
we're always a little trepidatious to say, you never know. It could be
the second shoot a fall or whatever.
So who was on the carry there? Do we know?
Custard.
Okay.
So another personal foul on the
Another first down.
Another first down for Harrison County as they cross midfield.
Is that our third Knuplau first down?
That's another Knuplau first down.
That's the third one from the penalty.
Yay. So goes to
timeout.
Our timeout on the field. 10:42 left to go in the first half. 14-7 Bourbon leads. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. Alrighty, out of the timeout, Harrison County, 1st and 10 as they're at the Bourbon 39-yard line. Custard on the near hash mark and shotgun formation. The snap is high. He's able to bring it down, though. Now looking down the middle, fires it, and it's going to be closer to a couple of Bourbon County corners than to either of our receivers, one of them being Jacoby White for an incomplete pass.
Had a lot of mustard on that one.
Yes, it did. Had several high snaps tonight.
Yeah, we have.
That had not been a problem through the first couple of games. Will Cannon, our center. Check out Uptown Eats for great steak burgers, ribeye sandwiches, and tasty treats.
And you know what? They're still open.
Yes, I know it. Conveniently located on the hilltop. They're open until midnight. You've still got an hour and 15 minutes to go over there and get one of those shakes. And stay tuned later when we announce Uptown Eats Play of the Game. Former class of 1982 member Diana Watkins works there. Caden Custard fires it. Once again, the tip drill, but it tips away from Taylor Conway. He and Braxton Grubb were in the same vicinity. Not sure who was supposed to catch that ball, but it kind of went in between them for another incomplete pass. And that will bring up 3rd down and 10. On 3rd and long this year, Harrison County's actually done pretty well, considering 3rd and long is not ideal, but converting 29% of the time. Obviously, because it's at the 39, too close for a punt, too far away for a field goal attempt, Harrison County will go for it. Feedback will be on the left tip of Custard. Snap is back. Fake handoff. Custard has the ball. Leans forward, and at 3rd effort might have gotten.
It's awful close.
The first down.
I don't know if he got.
But he's not going to get a very good placement.
Okay.
And it looks like he's going to be short. Oh, is that? So, 3rd down. So he got 9 yards on the play. It'll be 4th down now.
Yeah. 4th and a long one.
Very long one. Custard with feedback on his left hip. Ball's on the near hash mark. 4th and 1. Custard looks over to the sideline.
Try to do some barking, maybe try to get him off
Maybe
sides.
so. And now we're going to have a timeout, Harrison County, as Bourbon County would not jump. 9:36 left to go in the first half. Harrison County trailing 14-7. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. Alrighty, out of the timeout, Custard calls his own number and has a first down as he comes to the near sideline. So a good run that time by Caden for another Knuppelaw first down.
Big time game. And a quick timeout.
Very quick. They've had very quick timeouts. In fact, all three of our games so far have had very quick timeouts. Down to the 17-yard line, so a 13-yard gain on that play. Harrison County trying to tie this game up on what will be the 8th play of the drive coming up. Snapped on the direct snap to Feedback. Feedback comes to the near sideline, slips a tackle, now goes back inside, and they can't get him down. Finally, there's about 5 Colonels that bring Malachi down. But a good run that time. We've seen the direct snap several times tonight.
No, that's the first time we've seen it this year is in this game.
To varying degrees of success. 5-yard gain on the play to the 12. Brings up second down and 5.
It'll take a lot of 5-yard gains to make you mad.
Yeah. Well, you know about the Beast Pizza. Yeah. But don't forget about Snappy's great salads and sandwiches. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235.
Snap.
Thank you. Snap back to Custard. Calls his own number. Rolls right. Escapes the elusive Goodwin. Comes back inside. Dives to the end zone. Was he in there? And they're going to say no. He's going to be a yard shy.
Just short.
So that'll bring up third down and goal from the 1. No. That's a first and goal from the 1 as he got the first down on an 11-yard gain. Another Knuppelaw first down. So first and goal from the 1. This is the time I'd like to see Wee Man out there. But he's not. Custard and
Malachi's
Feedback.
Good boy.
Yes, he is. Discussing things. Snap directly, comes back to Feedback, and the play's blown. Feedback trying to make something out of nothing, but coming over to get him was Goodwin. That was just a poor execution on the handling of the snap.
Right.
I think Malachi just didn't look it all the way into his hands.
Yeah, maybe running a little bit before, had it secure.
Yeah. So the ball goes back to the 10, a 9-yard loss on the play. Second down and goal from the 10 now. Ball is going to be near the far hash mark. Custard with Feedback in the backfield. Snack back to Caden. Looking, down the middle. Ball's caught by Conway for...
No, that's Braxton Grubb.
Braxton Grubb for the touchdown. So Braxton Grubb gets his team back within 1 on a nice pass play from Custard for 10 yards. For Grubb, that's his first career touchdown reception.
Like a nice little drag route there. Yeah. I love the drag route. Usually open. As long as you can get your quarterback some protection.
Yes.
That drag route works a lot.
Our quarterback got 4 seconds about. Cameron White in for the PAT. Tucker to Toomey. The kick is on the way, and the kick is going to be good as well. No, it's not.
No,
it's going to be off to the right. So with 7:44 left to go in the first half, your score, Bourbon County 14 and Harrison County 13. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. All right, as we get back to action, personal foul penalty has been assessed to Bourbon County, which will be assessed on the kickoff.
Yeah, so the point after is still no good.
Right. So penalty, that's their third personal foul?
I do good enough to keep track of penalties.
I think it's their third personal foul. Because they had 2 on this sideline, like back-to-back almost.
That's true.
So a lot of barking going on by the Colonels. And
so we should be kicking off from like the 45 or something.
Yeah. Let's see the officials.
Yeah. Move up, guys.
Yeah, now they're moving up.
There you go.
Okay. So Harrison County will be kicking off from the 45. So look for Cameron White. Well, probably will kick it away into the end zone, or we may try an onside, being that we're going to have excellent field position. They're lining 7.5 left to go here in the first half. Ball's going to be on the far hash mark, lined up wide to the near side. Taylor Conway. Taylor caught a couple of balls in the first quarter and back-to-back plays. Snap is over Custard's head.
Oh, goodness.
Chases it down, looking downfield, fires it.
Oh, it's open!
Oh, and just over the head of Damon LaRue.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, he had LaRue more open than he may ever be again. Just almost a fantastic play, but almost don't count. To second down and 10. We'll have to work on that long snap.
Yeah, something's going on with the snap tonight. I'm not sure what it is.
Sure what it is.
Nothing's wrong with the 2-3-5 snap, though. Oh, gosh, I killed myself.
You are so funny.
That's right, snappy tomato pizza. That's what I had. That's what I had for lunch today.
I think just for that,
feels like a long time ago.
I'm going to bring Laura down here to do it for you.
Second half, Laura.
Snap back to Custer, looking down the middle, flush out of the pocket, coming this way, backpedaling, trying to get away, gets away, fires a ball, and wisely, that's the way you're supposed to do it, Caden, threw the ball away.
That's right.
That too many times, and pros and college quarterbacks do this too. Oh, yeah. They think they can do anything, and they end up making a bad decision. But sometimes you just got to chuck it, and that's right there is an example of that.
Outside the tackle box, you get it past the line of scrimmage, you can throw it anywhere.
Right.
No grounding. And
we learned that from the you make the call people.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Third down and 10 coming up. Feedback in the backfield along with Custard.
Oh.
Here comes the rush quickly through. Custard eludes the would-be man. And now just trying to get out of bounds, which he does. And another flag, and I think it's a late hit on Bourbon County. Again. Let's make for sure that that's the call, but if it is, that'll be the fourth time that they've been whistled for hitting our guys after they get out of bounds. The run was to the 44, so there's only about a 3-yard gain on the play, but if it is the penalty that we're anticipating, that'll make it another first down. But we'll take those gifts every time. And now Custard indicating it's against the Colonels. But we'll get the official notification as to exactly what it is.
The chains are moving.
Yep. And his personal foul, hit out of bounds. All right. So we had a 13-yard penalty the last time they called personal foul.
I got it at the 31. How's that look?
That's not right. Snap is back to Custard. Comes this way, cuts back in the middle. Spun around by a couple of Colonels. Goodwin coming in for the tackle.
It's the 10th carry for Caden tonight.
Is that right?
Yes.
So 13 to 31. There was another Knupplau first down, I don't think I said. Custard's run goes to the 28. So a 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up second down and 7. Bread's down by 1. 6.5 left to go in the first half. Yes, the first half. We started at 10. Snap is back to Custard. Gives the ball to Feeback. Malachi spun around and is dropped at the 25. Get some positive yardage. So another nice run by Feeback. They'll put it down, and we're going to have an injured Colonel on the play. That's called the 25. So another 3-yard gain, back to back. Brings up third down and 4 yards to go. Now, the bad thing about us in third downs this year, coming in the game, we had a third down situation 16 times. 14 of those 16 were third and long.
Wow. And your third and long is more than 5?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's not the best.
Can't tell you the number of the Colonel.
No, I can't see a number.
He was injured away from the play. Play was more towards the near hash mark, and the Colonel player is more towards the far hash mark. 6:18 on the clock, 14-13, Bourbon County leads. Harrison County took an early 7-0 lead. Bourbon came back to record 14 points, 53. That is Cole O'Neill, freshman.
Oh, wow, freshman.
Big freshman. They don't have the weights on their roster, but he's listed at 5'7". He's an awfully tall 5'7".
That's not 5'7". I'm 5'7" on a good day, and I'm nowhere near that tall.
Of course, they've got Braxton at 5'10".
Braxton's like 6'2", isn't he?
But even worse, on our roster, we've got Braxton at 120 pounds.
Oh, come on, guys. Yeah, we do. Oh, my gosh, that's crazy.
So ball's at the 25-yard line. Third down and 4 yards to go. Snap back to Custard. Play action. Fires down towards the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Harrison County! Beautifully thrown ball from Caden Custard.
And he hit that, or he threw that right as he was hit.
Yes. That just shows you what kind of quality young man is. And that is
9, Taylor.
Taylor Conway. So Conway with the reception, and Harrison County has retaken the lead at 19-14. For Conway, that's his first touchdown reception of the season, and it was just a beautifully thrown ball. Now timeout called. 6:11 left to go in the first half. Harrison County leads 19-14. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. Conway connection, CCC, 25 yards. Reds are going to go for 2 after having the last PAT blocked. And we're trying to make sure that we got 11 guys on the field. Wesley Wilburn checking in
2,
a little bit late.
4, 6, 8, 10. That looks like too many.
Wee Man is in the ball game now. Look for him to possibly get the ball. The Reds, very tight formation. In fact, we're not really sure if everybody. Landon gets the ball, and he's going to be taken down before he gets hardly anywhere. 6:11 left to go in the first half. Harrison County, though, leads 19-14. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. All right, as we get back to the Hilltop, Harrison County up 5-5 and about to kick off is Cameron White. He'll send that ball down the middle, and it's going to be picked up at the 14-yard line by Josh Moody. Moody finds a seam up the middle and then runs to the back of his own player, who slows him down enough to where Harrison County can come and get him, but he gets near the 50-yard line.
Moody's a big guy to take down.
Yes, he is.
I don't think their roster's right in saying he's 5'8".
No, he looks a little bit taller than that.
If he is, he's a big 5'8".
It's only make-believe. So the Colonels take over to officially their own 47-yard line after that 33-yard return by Josh Moody. Actually going to put it back to the 47, that's right. Lined up wide to the nearest side will be Jaquez Campbell. He's been silent all night, one of their leading receivers. Trips to the far side, though, which is the wide side of the field. Snap back to Estes. He'll flip the ball. Now a reverse coming back this way to Floyd. Floyd's got running room up on the near sideline. Spins away from a tackle, but they're going to say he stepped out of bounds.
If it wasn't for
nice
Mikey.
Job that time by Mikey Watts to push him out, or else
he would have been gone.
Floyd was gone to pay dirt. Yes, he was. But on the reverse, a good game by Floyd. And they're going to be a yard shy of a first down, it looks like. So a 9-yard gain on the play. 2nd and 1 from the 44-yard line in Harrison County territory. Floyd will line up wide to the far side. In the slot, Cameron Santiago. Double wide to the near side as well. Handoff, though, is going to be to Moody. Moody spins away from a couple of tackles.
Goodwin.
Is that Goodwin? Goodwin, who wears number 12, not 13. Still just kept spinning until he got inside the 35 to about the 33 and a first down. So a nice run that time by Goodwin. Now, people just getting off the pile.
First down.
As we said, the ball will be at the 33. So an 11-yard gain on the play. Both teams have moved the ball well tonight, which is not surprising.
No.
These are just like, I don't know.
Estes in shotgun formation. Once again, Goodwin will be in the backfield with him, double wides left and right. Ball in the middle of the field. He'll give the ball to Goodwin, goes right up the middle on a quick hitter, and it's going to be close to another first down.
That's big chunks of yards they're getting.
5:16 left to go in the first half. Harrison County right now leading 19-14. They're checking it out. It's going to be close.
For short.
And I think they're going to say, let's take a look at it. So they're going to bring the sticks forward. Chain gang doing their job tonight. Haven't talked to Lewis to see if he's part of the chain gang this year, Lewis Kendall. So I think David Henson has been part of the chain gang before. He might be out there too. But most important, let's see if Bourbon County got the first down.
I think that's Lewis down there closest to the ball. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's the
main man,
the A player when it comes to the chain gang.
And they're going to say first down. So a 10-yard gain by Goodwin to the 23. First and 10 once again. Double wides left and right again. And now Moody in the backfield. The give is to Moody. Got another quick hitter up the middle, and once again, big yardage. As Moody is really got to play tonight. Gets it down to about the call it the 16-yard line, so a 7-yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 3 yards to go as the Colonels are rolling. Under 5 to go in the first half. Harrison County in their last possession took the lead following an interception by Jacoby White, his 2nd interception of the season.
Goodwin and Moody both gaining big chunks.
Moody in the backfield now along with Estes. Trips to the near side. Snap back to Estes. He'll put it in the breadbasket of Moody. He's got some running room. Goes up the middle. Spins and in the end zone. So a touchdown for Josh Moody. For Moody, that will be his first touchdown of the season. So a 16-yard gain on the touchdown play puts Bourbon County up 20-19. 4:21 is still on the clock. Plenty of time for Harrison County to make a move to the end zone when they get the ball back. But first, we'll have a PAT attempt, and the Colonels will be going for – no, it's just that Estes is the holder.
Oh, okay.
And once again, Christian Arnold in for the attempt. Arnold, soccer-style kicker, soccer player. Snap good, hold good, kick is on the way, and the kick is going to be good as well. So with 4:21 left to go in the first half, your score, Bourbon County 21, Harrison County 19. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. All right, as we get back to play, Goodwin will be kicking off for Bourbon County. Going to be a little squibber, somebody following it.
Ooh.
And luckily for Harrison County, someone did.
I hadn't quite gone 10 yet,
Ooh,
but
yeah.
it was still, it makes you nervous.
It makes it more exciting. I think Tanner Toomey was the one that climbed on the ball. So Harrison County, no, I was going to say Trip Nichols was. So good job, Trip. Freshman. Breds will take over at their own 47-yard line, which is where Bourbon County took over before their score. That only took a minute and 42 seconds to cover those 53 yards in just 5 plays.
This is the longest first half ever.
It's been taking a while. In fact, it's over an hour.
I thought we started at 7:30.
Yeah, all right. Here's a reverse, and now a flea flicker. Custer's throw is going to be incomplete. Well, it looked good at the inception on the reverse possibility and even the flip back of the ball by feedback to Custard, but the ball was well away from the intended receiver that time over on the far sideline, which I think might have been Conway. No, Conway's on this side. Not sure who the intended receiver was. Either way, it's second down and 10 yards to go.
Zink over there.
Feedback in the backfield along with Custard. Ball's on the far hash mark now. Now Grubb will switch from the left side to the right side. Trips on the near side, the wide side of the field. Now feedback will line up in the slot on the far side. Lots of movement. Snap back to Custard. Play action. Fires it, and it's going to be complete. Was he in bounds?
Oh, they caught it incomplete. Guess not.
And out of bounds. Feedback with the catch, but he looked from our angle. Of course, we're about 70 yards away like he was out of bounds, and even the people close to it said he was out of bounds. So third down and 10 yards to go for the Breds. 4:03. We don't want to leave Bourbon with too much time.
Yeah.
So imperative we get a first down here. Trips to the near side, the wide side of the field. A little confusion on Harrison County's part. Harrison County has no timeouts, so we got to roll with what we got. Empty backfield with double wides on the far side. Ball's on the far hash mark. Custard looks down the field. Fires it, and it's going to be nearly intercepted. Marcus Floyd, the almost interceptor, as Custard threw the ball in traffic. There were a couple of thoroughbreds and 3 Colonels, all in the same vicinity. So fourth down and 10 coming up. Breds still at their own 47 and will be punting away as they only took 22 seconds off the clock. Bourbon County leads 21-19. The difference right now is a PAT that was no good, and then Harrison County going for 2. Were unable to make that conversion either. White in punt formation, that's Jacoby. Kick is going to
May
fly
have
over
got
the near
deflected.
side, and it's going to take a bounce, and it's going to be picked up by Cameron Santiago. Santiago running towards the near side. No, I think it might have been 8.
Yeah, 8.
Now the ball knocked away. It's
Jaquez
Jaquez Campbell. Campbell just picked the ball up at about the 42-yard line and took off. And Harrison County was a little bit unawares and were in bad position, allowing Campbell to get that run back. And they're going to put the ball at the 37 of Harrison County. So good field position for the Colonels after that Jacoby White punt to the 42, and then the ensuing run back of 21 yards by Campbell. Snap back to Estes, gives the ball to Goodwin. Goodwin gets about maybe 5 yards. We'll check for sure. Colonels have 1 timeout, but 3:27 on the clock.
Man, they've been gaining so many yards on the ground, I don't see any reason to pass.
No. 5-yard gain on the play will bring up 2nd down and 5. Well, through their first couple of games, Bourbon County not really efficient on the ground, just 119 per game, but I'm sure they've already got that by now.
Oh, yeah.
Ball's on the near hash mark, trips to the near side.
Oh, a bobble.
There's a bobble, gives the ball to Goodwin.
Let him get away.
Play exploded
There you
from the
go.
very get-go, and now Harrison County gets in and finally tackles Goodwin down.
Moving
Afraid
forward.
Goodwin might take off.
Yeah, moving forward progress up there to
To the 35, so only a 3-yard loss on the play.
right, not as big as it looked.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go. Our opponents this year have been successful on 3rd down 40% of the time. It's a little bit too much. 2:27 on the clock, 21-19. Bourbon County leads Harrison County. Still in the first half at 11:15. Ball pretty much in the middle of the field. Estes looks over to Moody. Now fires it that way in the flat. Moody with the catch. Races for a 1st down. Cuts back inside and will not be taken down until he gets inside the 15. So a 1st down pass to Goodwin, or to Moody rather. And they'll put the ball down at the 14-yard line. A 21-yard pass play.
And it was just a little flick out to the flat. Let Moody do the rest.
Ball will be on the far hash mark. Harrison County needs a stop. Under 2 minutes to go. Trips to the near side, the wide side of the field. Moody in the backfield along with Estes. Estes with a high snap is able to bring it down himself.
Oh, wow.
Goes over to the far sideline, cuts back in, and will be close to the 10 before he was taken out of bounds. Mikey Watts in charge of knocking him out of bounds. And the ball is going to be set inside the 10 at about the 8. So a 6-yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 4 from the 8. With Estes going out of bounds, the clock stopped at 1:34. Trips to the far side, which is the shorter side of the field. Goodwin behind Estes. Estes gives the ball to Goodwin, goes up the middle, and he's going to be
nice.
taken down by a couple
44.
of thoroughbreds. Nice play that time.
J.D. Tucker.
J.D. Tucker, he's a
Big
madman.
time.
Taking down Goodwin, who's
He's hard to take down.
A
He has
big
been.
kid.
He has been tonight. Wrapped him up.
ball is going to be placed back at the 10. So a 2-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go as we hit the 1-minute mark of the first half. Bourbon County trying to go up by 2 scores if they can score here. Snap is back to Estes.
Keep it. Maybe
Calls his
throw.
own number, fires it to the back of the end zone, and it's going to be
it's
caught by number 2,
2,
Cameron Santiago. So Santiago with his 5th catch of the season and his first touchdown. And with that, the Colonels have gone up 27-19. 10-yard pass play from Estes to Santiago. Coming in for the PAT attempt will be Arnold. Holding will be Estes. 46 seconds on the clock. Snap good, hold good. The kick is going to be good as well for Arnold. So with 46 seconds left in the half, your score now, Bourbon County 29, or make that 28. Bourbon County 28, Harrison County 19. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports.
This is J.R. Poindexter. My son Harold and I.
All right, as we get back to action, once again, a squib kick by Bourbon County trying to catch Harrison County not paying attention, but Jacoby White's able to foul on it, so Harrison County will have the ball.
49-18 was that final.
18, okay.
That was a GRC West Jessamine final.
Scores. Clark County beats the Colts. Let's see, so the ball will be placed at the 43. Harrison County's 43 with 43 seconds. Ball's on the near hash mark. Snap back to Custard. Looking downfield. Here comes the rush. He eludes it. Gets chased out of bounds at the 46, but only a 3-yard gain on that play. That'll bring up second down and 7 yards to go. 36 seconds on the clock now. Invite you to join us at halftime. We'll go over all the scoring and stats and also see what's happening at the other sports across the Harrison County campus. We'll also look at our past and future football opponents, most of which will be done.
we might have some scores for you.
We are able to get to those scores. I already know a couple of them.
Yeah.
Of course, Covington Scott played last night and won at home over the Indians of Covington Holy Cross 43-12. Here's a pass out in the flat. And it's going to be picked up by Jacoby.
Yep. It'll be very
Jacoby
close
gets
to a
very
first.
close to a first down, but I think he might be just a little bit short. They'll put her down at the 48.
The clock moving.
Now, very quickly, Harrison County downs the ball. Now bring up fourth down. And there is only 11 seconds on the clock. 6. So fourth down and 1. Harrison County on fourth down this season. Successful only 29% of the time. But don't want to give the ball back to Bourbon with any time left. And right now there's 11 seconds. Trips to the near side, the wide side of the field. Empty backfield for Custard. Snap is back, looking left, chased out of the pocket, still looking to pass, throws it downfield into traffic, and it's going to be caught at the 6-yard line on a nice play.
That clock will stop
by
at
Conway.
Getting the first.
Ball's at the 6 for another Knuplau first down for Harrison County. 4 seconds to go. Snap back to Custard, downs it. So that'll bring up second down and 10. That was a 42-yard pass.
I don't think Bourbon County players understand that the clock stops when you move the chains. They don't get that.
A little slow getting down. 1.6 seconds left on the clock. So Harrison County has one more play. from the 6-yard line. 2nd down and 6 yards to go. That was another Knuploff first down on that long pass to Conway.
It's 5 catches for Taylor.
Having a good night.
See if they can
So
make
Custard in shotgun formation. Gets the snap. Horn sounds. Custard tries to cut back inside, but
they got him.
They drag him down from behind after about a 2-yard gain. And that will bring us to the end of the first half of play with your score. Bourbon County 28, Harrison County 19. We'll take a little break right now, come back and tell you about the scoring. Then we'll talk about the stats from the first half, and then talk about the other Harrison County sports. It's a lot to do, but we'll get it all done. Once again, your halftime score from here on the Hilltop, Bourbon County 28, Harrison County 19. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. Both teams scored in their first possessions, both of them taking 7 plays to do so. Harrison County got the ball first, and in their 7 plays covered some 73 yards before Jay Sean Lewis caught his first touchdown reception of the season, a 31-yard strike from Caden Custard. The PAT kick by Cameron White was good, And with 8:56 left to go in the first quarter, Harrison County led 7-0. Bourbon County didn't take long to answer. As we said, they went 7 plays in 80 yards, with the final 4 yards being covered by Marcus Floyd on a pass from Clay Estes. Christian Arnold came in for the extra point, and with 6:11 still left to go in the first quarter, we were all knotted up at 7 apiece. Harrison County went 3 and out in their next 2 possessions. That surrounded a very short drive by Bourbon County, one that took just 2 plays before Jacoby White picked up the first of his 2 interceptions of the night. Bourbon County, though, after the second Harrison County 3 and out, got the ball at their own 33, and once again it took them 7 plays, this time covering 67 yards, with the last 2 covered by Clay Estes. The PAT kick by Arnold was good, and with 11:03 left to go in the half, Harrison County found themselves behind 14-7. But it didn't take the Breads very long to come back as they went on their best drive of the night, an 11-play, 80-yard drive that garnered some 5 first downs, couple thanks to personal foul penalties by Bourbon County. But the last 10 yards were covered by Braxton Grubb, his first touchdown reception of the season on a pass from Caden Custard. Harrison County's PAT kick was no good, but with 7:44 left to go in the second quarter, Harrison was back to within 1 at 14-13. On the next possession, on the very first play, Jacoby White intercepted Estes for the second time, a perfectly timed catch, giving the ball back to the Thoroughbreds at the Bourbon 47. Harrison County on third down, or make that 4th down and 7 yards to go, looked like they had turned the ball back over to Bourbon, but Bourbon was whistled for their 4th personal foul penalty of the night, giving the ball back to the Thoroughbreds in a first down. And 3 plays later, Taylor Conway caught a 25-yard pass from Caden Custard. Harrison County went for 2 because they had missed the PAT kick on the previous touchdown. But with 6:11 left to go in the first half, Harrison County was back out in front 19-14. On the very next drive, Harrison County got a steady diet of Cameron Goodwin and Josh Moody, each carrying the ball twice, with Moody carrying it in from 16 yards out into the end zone. Arnold's kick once again was good, and Harrison County trailed once again 21-19 with 4:21 left. Breads went 3 and out in their next possession, giving Bourbon County plenty of time to drive for another score in the second quarter. Starting at the Harrison County 37, it only took them 6 plays to cover those 37 yards, and this time it was Cameron Santiago catching his first touchdown reception of the season from Estes, a 10-yard strike. Arnold once again was perfect, and with 46 seconds left to go in the half, Harrison was down 28-19, and that is our halftime score. That's the way the scoring went. We'll take a break, come back, and have Trent take a look at how the teams did statistically coming up after this. Once again, your halftime score from here on the Hilltop, 28 for Bourbon, 19 for Harrison. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports.
Welcome back. It's halftime here at 11:32 p.m. and we've got a 28-19 lead for Bourbon County at the half. Here's how the statistics look. First for Bourbon County, 6 for 8, passing 109 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. If you do that quick math, that means actually none of the passes that Estes has thrown have been incomplete. 6
True.
completions,
That's right.
and 2 interceptions.
Right.
But nonetheless, 2 touchdowns and the 2 INTs. As a team, they 20 attempts, 135 yards, and 2 touchdowns. That's their 4 scores. Individually speaking, on the ground, Moody has 55 and a touchdown, and Goodwin has 9 and 52. Estes 3, 13 and a touchdown, and 2 and 15 for Floyd. And then on the receiving end, Floyd has 3 catches for 47 yards and a touchdown. Santiago, 1 catch, 10 yards, touchdown. Moody, 1 catch for 21. Highlander, 1 for 31. And it's 244 total yards in the first half. I got 8 first downs for the Colonels and 7 penalties and 2 turnovers. And for Harrison County, 9 for 18 in the air for 163 yards and 3 touchdowns. As a team, 18 attempts on the ground, only 62 yards for a total of 225 yards, so pretty even on the actual yardage. We got 244 for Bourbon and 225 for Harrison. And then individually speaking, Caden Custard has 12 carries for 50 yards. Malachi Feedback 5 for 9, and Jacoby White 1 for 3. As you would expect, most of the damage been done in the air. Taylor Conway, 5 catches, 111 yards, and 1 touchdown. Let's see, Jay-Sean Lewis, 1 catch for 31 and a touchdown. Braxton Grubb, 1 catch and 10 for a touchdown. And Jacoby White, 3 catches for 11. The Breads had 9 first down. They had 5 penalties, and they had no turnovers. And I think that's all the statistics. So that's how it's looking. Again, the score, Bourbon County 28, Harrison County 19. Take a quick break, come back, and tell you some more about what's going on in Harrison County and past and future opponents. You're listening to Harrison County Football on WCYN Sports.
Alrighty, back here on the hilltop, Harrison County trails by 9, 28-19. Take a look at some of the other fall sports that are going on across the campus of Harrison County. Volleyball team has won 4 matches in a row and now sport a record of 8-4. Last week they won all 3 of their matches. On Tuesday they won at Model. On Wednesday they returned home to beat Robertson County, and then on last night they won at Bracken County 2-0. So 3 shutouts last 3 of this 4-match winning streak. Volleyball team will have a couple of matches coming up this week. On Monday, they'll host Bourbon County. You can listen to the action of all of that match. Ed Lewis with the call of Harrison County's volleyball match against Bourbon County on Monday. I assume that's still correct.
Oh, I think no.
No?
No, I think we changed that.
Okay.
Because actually, that's the 2A thing, and it's on the road.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They are playing Bourbon.
But on the road.
It's on the road. It's like Mercer County or something.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing LCA on Thursday. I think.
Yes, Thursday at home.
Yep.
Okay. So Ed will have the action of the LCA game on Thursday when the volleyball team returns home from the Class 2A sectional. Girls soccer team, not been a good year. Girls soccer team now 1-8 and have lost 6 matches in a row. This past week they lost at home to Montgomery 3-1, and on Wednesday at Great Crossing 4-0. They only have 1 match scheduled up this week, and that will be on Wednesday when they'll head to Flemingsburg to take on the Lady Panthers of Fleming County. Boys soccer team make that 4-3-1. They had only 1 match this week. On Wednesday, they hosted Bourbon County and won a thriller 1-0. They only have 1 match scheduled for this coming week. That is at Mason County on Wednesday. As far as the golf team is concerned, the big news, Tristan Mitchell has signed to play his college golf at Midway University. So congratulations, Tristan Mitchell. He'll be golfing for the Midway, whatever they are.
The Midway carnival rides?
That'd be good enough for me. The Midway Eagles.
Okay. I thought it was the
Okay.
carnival rides.
So the
Midway,
Midway Eagles get
the
Tristan
rides.
Mitchell. Cross-country team tomorrow will be participating in the Roy Wright Invitational, which is held at Morehead State University. So best of luck to our cross-country team as they run around Morehead tomorrow. That's a look at all the fall sports. Now, as far as Harrison County's past and future football opponents, all of them have played and finished because it is 20 minutes till midnight. Lawrence County took one on the chin, 17-14, losing at home to the Musketeers of Greenup County. Anderson County played at Mercer, and Mercer was merciless as they beat Anderson 49-17. West Jessamine.
Hey, this guy wins awards. You know that, right?
That's right. For my wit. West Jessamine lost at Clark County big time, 49-18. The Breads and the Colts will play in Nicholasville next Friday. Estill County, the Engineers could not engineer a victory as they lost
my
at
God,
East
I
Carter
can't handle
25-18.
This is too good.
Meanwhile, Boyd County, who will be our first district opponent, hosted the Lewis County Lions and won as they roared away. Yeah, that was a bad one. Winning 42-6. Scott High School actually played last night against the Indians of Holy Cross and defeated Holy Cross 43-12. Rowan County, they were at Raceland tonight, and the Vikings were sunk 40-3. Meanwhile, Holmes looks like they're the Holmes of last year as they hosted Boone County tonight and won 18-6 over the Rebels. And Harrison County's final football opponent, which will be Fleming County, hosted Martin County tonight, and Fleming County won 21-14, so they'll be a formidable opponent here in a few weeks. So there's your past and future football opponents and what they have done here on this Friday night. 28-19 your score here on the Hilltop. Bourbon County leads over the Harrison County Thoroughbreds. Hopefully things will get better in the second half for our guys. Bourbon County will receive the kickoff, though. But what we'll do is we'll take it back to the station for a break and then come back with the third quarter kickoff. You've been listening to the Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. All right, we get back here to the Hilltop. As we said, Harrison County kicking off to begin things here in the third, trailing by 9, 28-19. So a strong defensive effort in this first possession would be very important in a comeback try by the Breads. Cameron White kicks it off, kicks it over to the near sideline where it's going to be picked up at about the 19-yard line by Josh Moody. And Moody is down short of the 40-yard line. So a good return that time for Bourbon. Josh Moody, a senior. Cameron Goodwin, a senior. Clay Estes, a senior. They've been the three pains in our butts here in this game so far.
They've done the most damage, those three and Floyd.
Yeah, and Floyd too. Marcus Floyd is a senior as well. It's a senior-dominated team, and they play very well together for sure. 18 yards on the return to the 37-yard line. First and 10. Estes in the backfield. Ball's on the near hash mark. Back in the backfield with him is Goodwin. Goodwin on his left hip. Trips to the far side. Estes throws it in the flat, though, to Floyd. Floyd slips a tackle. He's got first down yardage and more as he crosses midfield and will not be dragged down. Now the ball is fumbled out of bounds on the far sideline. Floyd saying, my fault that I dropped that. And yes, it was. But even though the ball did fly out of bounds, they still got enough for a first down.
Oh, plenty, yeah.
As the ball went out at the 43. So 13-3, a 16, no. 13-7, a 20-yard game. At the 43, yeah. Estes, high snap, goes behind him. Estes has to race it down, picks it up, looking for some help. Now looks downfield all alone and unable to make the grab was Floyd, I believe. Floyd, or number 2, rather. That's Santiago. And the ball short hopped him. Almost a fantastic play for Estes as it was.
A heck of a play.
Just merely an incomplete pass. Brings up second down and 10 yards to go. Farm Credit Mid-America offers short-term loans to handle the present so you can focus on the future. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more. Ball's on the far hash mark now, double wides left and right. Snap is back to Estes. He'll put the ball into the hands of Goodwin. And Goodwin will not go anywhere. Good defense that time by our guys. Jackson Zink coming in from his linebacker position to bring Goodwin down.
They're going to give him a yard on the forward progress.
40.
No?
I don't think so.
Nope.
No yards on the play. Third down and 10. Our opponents this year on third and long have been successful only 30% of the time. Ball smack dab in the middle of the field. 4 wideouts to the near side. All alone in the backfield will be Estes. He usually goes to the left. Looking that way in the flat finds Floyd. Floyd makes a move.
Oh, he fumbled. It's a fumble
again. And the ball's still loose.
I think Bourbon got it back.
Bourbon got on top of it.
Yep, they sure did.
So Floyd fumbling for the second time in this opening series to start the third quarter. But both times his team has been able to recover that loose ball. This one goes back to the 39, though, so 4 yards on the loss on that pass play. Brings up fourth down and 14, and it looks like the Colonels are going to go for it. On fourth down this year, our opponents have been successful 50% of the time. Once again, 4 wideouts to the near side, which is the wide side of the field. Now coming right to left on motion is Santiago. He'll be on the far side now, so just trips on the near side. Snap back to Estes. Looking down the middle, flushed out of the pocket. Still looking to pass the ball. Fires it, and it's going to be off the hands of the intended receiver, Jaquez Campbell. So an incomplete pass will give the ball back to the Breads. A good defensive stand by our guys in this opening series for Bourbon in the second half.
Much needed. You couldn't let Bourbon County get up by more than 2 scores, being up by 9 already.
So 9:54 on the clock here in the third. Harrison County trailing by 9 has the ball and will take over on the 39-yard line, their own 39-yard line. First and 10. Lined up wide to the near side, Jay Sean Lewis. who's been held quiet by Jaden Moody, another senior on this squad. But Taylor Conway's picked up the slack with 5 catches for over 100 yards. Custard calls his own number this time. Winds his way through a couple of Colonels, but there are just too many white shirts out there. It's a good tackling team. So number 5 will get the ball to the 41. Yeah, 41. 2-yard gain on the play. Second down and 8. If you're fed up, which we are, call Canup. Saw Brian down there taking pictures with Mary.
Still down there.
Canup Law handles
Night.
bankruptcy, disability, and foreclosures. Call Brian if you need him in need at 859-988-9658, but don't call him right now. Custard, flushed out of the pocket, rolls right, fires it back in the middle,
Oh,
going to
got
be
him.
caught.
That was
And
Conway,
was that
I'm pretty
Conway
sure.
again. So Taylor Conway with another nice catch, and this one for a first down.
Is that Zink? Sorry,
Oh,
that
Zink?
was Jackson Zink. It's his first catch of the night.
Zink's first catch. Gets it to the 43. Another Canup Law first down. So 7 and 9, a 16-yard pass play to the 43, as we said before. Custard in shotgun formation gets the ball. Now he'll give the ball to Feeback. Malachi runs straight up the middle on
Nice
a quick
game.
hitter. Gets some good blocking from his offensive lineman in front of him, going over top of Paul Robert Copes. And he'll move the ball down to the 36-yard line, a 7-yard gain on the play. Second down and 3. Your offensive linemen, Will Cannon, Malachi Barnett, Ryan Cochran, Lucas Tupman, and Paul Robert Copes getting the job done tonight against the Colonels.
Hadn't had one in a while, but there is a flag on Harrison County, but a false start.
So bring that one back. So a nice run by Feeback is negated.
No, his run is fine. It was the next play.
Oh, it's on the next play.
Yeah.
Okay. So 36. So pin for procedure. Backs up 5 to the 41. Whereas second down. And about 8 yards to go. Ball's on the far hash mark. Custard gives the ball to Feeback. Feeback trying to find somewhere to go, and he's going to be taken down by Goodwin on a nice tackle again. Cameron Goodwin, just a very dandy football player. They'll say 2-yard loss on the play to the 43. We're going in the wrong direction as it brings up third down and 10. 7:37 left to go in the third. Harrison County down 28-19. That was our halftime score. Ball's on the near hash mark, double wides left and right. Stacked up. Snap back to Custard, looks to his left. Here comes the rush. Off his back foot, fires in the middle. Caught by Braxton Grubb.
No, that's Malachi Feeback.
Oh, is that Feeback?
Yeah.
Okay, Feeback gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And a first down for Harrison County. Another Canup Law first down, in fact.
Nice.
So good job. Don't like it when Caden throws off his back foot, but that one worked out well.
It was all right.
So 34 yards on the play, down to the 9. Getting the ball this time is Custard, calling his own number and
Who had that?
shooting the gap and
54?
getting him. Yep, I think so.
54.
54. That's Ferris Ryson, freshman.
No. There's two 54s on here. I'm going to go with John Kincaid.
Sounds like a winner to me. He's a junior and taller. Let's see. They're going to put the ball back to the 9-yard line. So no gain on the play. Second down and goal. No, second down and.
No, they can still get a first down.
Yeah,
Can't they? No, there's not a. So that was a loss.
With the football now is Feeback.
Hopefully it won't matter. But
The loss was actually back to the 13.
there's a late flag. I'm pretty I'm not going to say anything. I'm not
Okay,
going to say anything.
let's find out for sure.
I'm
The
not
ball
pretty
is the hanky is sitting on the 7.
It was after the play, for sure. I do know
Okay.
that.
So
Just don't know who.
Feeback with the run inside the 10. And we've got unsportsmanlike against Bourbon.
Okay.
So let's give
Should that be
Malachi
automatic? Is that
Ford
automatic first down or
back to
no?
9.
No, not automatic.
And half the distance on the unsportsmanlike. So we'll say he's at the 5.
5.
So +4 to the 5. Third down and 5 yards to go. Snap is back to Custer. Gives the ball to Feeback. Feeback trying to wind his way towards the end zone. It's going to be a couple of yards short.
Not quite.
Which will bring up 4th down for Harrison County and goal.
That's 2.
At the 2, yes. So a 3-yard gain to the 2. So big play here. Brett's down by 9 with 5:44 left.
Big. Might get a timeout out of this.
And I think we will have, well, Coach Graham's asking the official a question.
You got timeout.
And timeout. 5:38 left in the third. Harrison County down 28-19. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. All righty, back here at the Hilltop. 4th and goal from the 2 for Harrison County following the timeout. The tea is sweet. The horses are fast. The day's work is honest. And the insurance, of course, is Kentucky Farm Bureau.
Of course. What else would
Call
it be?
Harrison County Farm Bureau Tuesday.
Let's wait till Tuesday.
234-4514. And ask for Dustin or Amy and ask them how their Labor Day weekend went.
And then buy insurance from them.
And then buy insurance. I think that's the plan.
That'd be the perfect thing for you to do. Say, I was listening to that football game at the wee hours of the morning.
I was in bed and listening, thinking I've only got 4 minutes to get to Uptown Eats before it closes.
Oh, man.
And don't you know that restaurant workers love it when people come in 5 minutes till closing?
Right at the time, yeah. All right, here we go.
All right. In the backfield, shotgun formation is Custard, all alone. Snap is good. Custard races inside, eluding tacklers. Now fires over into the far side, and catching it is going to be Jay-Sean Lewis for the touchdown.
Nice.
And now we've got a flag
late.
after the play. But I think the touchdown is going to count. We've also got a Bourbon County Colonel who's down.
And Caden stretching him out.
So let's see what all the laundry's about. Good catch by Jay-Sean. Let's hope it counts.
Yeah, hopefully.
And it's not something screwy on the other side. That was great elusiveness by Custer to get away from a couple of tacklers. And Lewis was all alone. It's one of those where you hope that Custer could get him the ball, because sometimes the hardest passes to throw are the ones to the people that are wide open. Now comes the official notification. We've got an ineligible player on Harrison County, which will bring the play back.
That hurts.
And is that it?
I think so.
Okay. So another pin.
Sideline warning.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So the penalty is an illegal man downfield.
And that the colonel with the cramp was Moody.
That's Moody.
Yeah. So he's getting
And
gingerly off the field.
I think it's a 5-yard penalty for ineligible man downfield. They have yet to mark it off as they get a brand new football in the game. But what it'll do, it'll set up a 4th down and goal from the 7, which sometimes works to your advantage because it gives you more room to operate.
Yeah, it can.
So it is a 5-yard penalty indeed. So from the 7-yard line, 4th down and goal on what is the redux of the biggest play of the game. Checking in, Braxton Grubb with the play. Ball is near the far hash mark. And the Reds are going to kick a field goal.
Okay.
This will be from 23 yards out. First field goal attempt of Cameron's career. Tucker, your snapper. Toomey, your holder. Snap good, hold good. The 23-yard field goal attempt is good as well. So with 5:28 left to go in the third, your score, Bourbon County 28, Harrison County 22.
All right.
You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. All righty, back here at the Hilltop. Cameron White hits the first field goal that Harrison County has successfully made in 6 years. The last time we kicked a field goal was up at Newport Central Catholic when Austin Jackson kicked one in. It's been a while. Bred's back to within 1 score. Kickoff by Cameron is going to be taken at the 15-yard line by Marcus Floyd, who goes up the middle. Bounces outside. He's got some running room in front of him. And he's over to the far sideline, and he is at the 10, the 5, and touchdown.
It's not a good guy to kick to. It's pretty fast.
85-yard touchdown return for Marcus Floyd. And just like that, the Colonels are back up by a dozen, 34-22.
Colonel.
Just poor tackling by Harrison County, and we've got a Colonel with a cramp down at around the 30-yard line, but just terrible. He bounced off a couple of guys that should have had him, and
got to wrap up.
And Floyd, a very quick individual.
Oh yeah,
makes it all the way for those 85 yards. The injured Colonel still down. K.O. Return. Comes with 5:13 on the clock. The last time that one of our opponents got a kickoff return for a touchdown was last year when Holmes returned a kick for 6. Very disappointing after the field goal by Cameron White. But what was even more upsetting was we had a touchdown taken off the scoreboard because of an ineligible man downfield. Yeah. That looms large.
Stings.
Large. Those are mistakes that cost you ball games. So injured Colonel off the field now. They'll come in to kick. Christian Arnold.
I don't see Arnold
Well,
out there.
no, they may be going for 2. It looks like Bourbon County is going to go for 2.
Try to get up 14.
Yeah. So Estes all alone in the backfield. 4 wideouts to the far side. Estes looks that way. Takes the ball himself into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So with 5:13 left in the third, your score now, Bourbon County 36, Harrison County 22. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, Bourbon County is taking its largest lead of the ball game now at 14 points at 36-22. Still 5:13 left to go in the third, so no need to panic yet. But we need to score this time we have the ball. Kickoff by Goodwin is taken at the 8-yard line by Demond LaRue, who will return it out to just past the 30-yard line. Now we got a wrestling match in the middle of the field between a Colonel and a Thoroughbred. It says Cameron Goodwin, number 12 for Bourbon, who is a part of it. And we don't need to tell who the Harrison County kid was. So probably be offsetting penalties, I would
I
imagine.
only see one flag, though.
Officials discussing it. Ball was returned to about the 40-yard line, and Bourbon County fans are certain it's against Harrison County. And let's see. The return was to the 35. And personal foul against us. And that's the only indication. No personal foul against them. So, let's see.
It's like a touchback.
Just about. Yep. 5:07 on the clock now. Pin, personal foul. Minus 15 to the 20. After the return was to the 35. Feedback with the carry. Bust through. He may go all the way. He's past midfield, but is finally taken down from behind, just shy of the Colonel 40. So a good quick hitter that time by Malachi. Some days he can just explode across the field. Let's see. That would be Canup first down.
Oh, yeah.
Canup Law first down. At the 40, that was, see, from the 20, so 40 yards on that run. And now,
They started at the 20.
snap back to Custard. Calls his own number, tries to get the outside, splits up into the inside. He's at the 15, the 10, 5. Gets around his defender and jumps into the end zone. What a nice move he made on Jaquez Campbell.
And another late hit
And,
by the Colonels.
Late hit by the Colonels. It looked like it might have been Moody, Jaden Moody. But what a run that time by Caden Custard
nice.
of 40 yards.
40? Yeah, that's a nice drive, 40 and 40.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get it done.
Good to get back quick after that long kickoff return by Bourbon County that got them the score. Makes the score 36-28 with 4:23 on the clock. Then we've got a thoroughbred with a cramp.
I'm pretty
Personal
sure
foul
that's-
against the Colonels, which we already assumed was the case.
Yeah, that's Custard that is on the ground.
Oh, okay. See, pin, personal foul, 15 yards. So with Custard down, looks like the Breads will go for just the one from PAT as soon as Adrian Ritchie gets out there. Adrian's ready now. Tucker's your long snapper. Toomey is your holder. And once again, Cameron White ready to make the kick. Snap good, hold good. White's kick is going to be good as well. So with 4:23 left to go in the third, your score now, Bourbon County 36, Harrison County 29. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop. The touchdown by Caden Custard gets Harrison County back to within 7. And because of the 15-yard penalty on the Colonels, Harrison County will be kicking off from the Bourbon 45. Second time in the game we've gotten to do this. We'll see if Cameron White, who's being very careful adjusting the ball, kicks away or if it may be an onside kick. I think Bourbon County's got their hands team up just in case Harrison County tries it. White approach. Oh, it fell off. And Cameron did such a nice job of getting it to sit up exactly like he wanted it.
That's just heartbreaking.
And now he's trying to squeeze the balls. I think he's trying to threaten the ball by squeezing it, saying,
Tell you what, if we can find a way to make this game longer, let's do it.
Definitely. Can't even go over to Uptown Eats anymore. Here's the kick. It's going to be in the end zone for a touchback. So Bourbon County will be taking over at their own 20-yard line, leading by 7 with 4 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in the third. We've had 3 scores in the last minute 5.
Wow. Oh, my gosh.
3 scores in a minute 5.
Holy cow.
That's why we're at 36-29. Now Harrison County needs to stop one right here.
Yeah. Let's stop it and run some clock.
Yeah.
Be all right with that.
Or score anyway, one way or the other.
Right.
Coming in with the play is going to be Josh Moody. Estes will put 4 wide outs to the near side.
A lot of options when they do
and
this.
He'll be all alone in the backfield. About 90% of the time he's gone to the far side, though, in this kind of set, and which he's going to do again. Ball's caught by Floyd, and come on, you got to bring him down.
Jay Sean, good job, buddy.
Jay Sean Lewis finally gets it done. Finally, we catch Floyd without him gaining about 20 yards on us.
Kidding.
Great play by Lewis on that open field tackle. Takes it back to the 16. So a 4-yard loss on that pass play. Second down and 14 to go. Good play by Jay Sean Lewis. That might be his best play of the year.
Yeah, probably. Very good. Good football play.
They'll put trips to the near side, which is the wide side of the field right now, with Moody in the game along with Estes in the backfield. Estes will give the ball to Moody. He splits up the middle, and now he's got some running room. Somebody's got to stop him. He's at midfield. He gets away from another couple of tackles, gets away from another tackle. He's already broken 5 as he gets to the Harrison County 33. What a nice run that time by Moody, and flags are flying from all over the place. That might be a face mask.
I think it was after. It
Or
was
just a
personal
late
foul.
hit?
Yeah, personal foul.
I don't
Harrison.
know. Oh, well. Gets it to the 34, so 34 and 16, a 50-yard run. And that won't be all, as they'll advance the ball to the 19-yard line after the Harrison County personal foul.
So it's a 50-yard game?
Yes, from the 16 to the 34.
That'll do it.
Personal foul plus 15. Should be at the 19, let's say. And they do.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah, no 13-yard penalties this time. That's another Canup Law first down also.
No. No, it's not.
Yeah, they'll run.
That's
The 50-yard
that's
run.
the wrong team.
Oh, sorry. I was being so proud of myself for remembering. Goodwin with the football is trying to get away, but too many Reds that time in his way.
You've been giving them any Canup Law first downs. What's wrong with you?
Goodwin on the carry. Gets it down to the 15-yard line. Yeah, 4-yard gain on the play. Second down and 6 yards to go. Lining up wide to the far side will be Floyd. Quads on the near side, which is the short side of the field. Estes all alone in the backfield. Snap is back. Estes looks, still looks. Towards the sideline, and did Goodwin catch the ball? No, he was out of bounds. He was trying to set his toes on the sideline, but just unable to do so.
Trying to toe tap.
Incomplete pass brings up third down and 6 yards to go, and the Harrison County Thoroughbred is down.
Another cramp.
Another cramp.
At least it looks like it.
And
It's Landon Howard.
Howard gets up. Wee man okay to play, so he'll stay in the game. J.D. Tucker will check out, though, as the officials are talking to each other about something, which is never a good thing.
Okay, guys, it's 12:15. Did you know that?
Yeah. And we got a personal foul against Harrison County again.
Didn't see a flag.
Golly.
Oh, that's why I didn't see it.
So another personal foul on Harrison County, and this will be half the distance to the goal line. Unnecessary, needless, and it hurts your team.
Yep.
So they'll mark off 8 yards down to the 7.
Be a first.
And it will be a first down for the Colonels. First and goal from the 7. We keep shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yep.
Bourbon County's done a lot of that themselves, but they're ahead. 2:34 still left in the third quarter, 36-29. Bourbon County leads and are on the doorstep. Our opponents in the red zone this year have scored 2/3 of the time. Estes will flip the ball to Moody. Moody walks into the end zone. So Josh Moody with the 7-yard TD puts his team back up by 13 points once again at 42-29, 2:27 on the clock. So Harrison County assessed 2 personal fouls during that drive. Helped out by the 50-yard run by Josh Moody. Coming in for the kick will be Christian Arnold, who's been nothing short of perfect so far in that degree. Estes, as we said, the holder, so you always got to watch out. Snap good, hold good, kick is on the way, and the kick is also good as well. So with 2:27 left to go in the third, your score now, Bourbon County 43, Harrison County 29. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports.
We'll take care of the rest.
All right, as we get back to action, 43-29. Bourbon came back up by 14. Cameron Goodwin in to kick the ball off. Sends it
Nicely.
a ways, and it's going to be picked up at the 5-yard line this time.
22.
And Jesse Mitchell?
Yep.
So Jesse Mitchell with the return, a nice return. Harrison County takes over.
And no flags.
That's the even best part of all. They'll put the ball down at the 28. Yeah, 28. So a 23-yard return that time by Mitchell. First time Mitchell's catched the ball tonight. Malachi Feeback will bring the play in from the sideline. Caden Custard, who was injured, actually had a cramp, back out there as well. And it looks like we're going to go with the direct snap as Taylor Conway is behind center. Conway thinking about passing, now tucks it under, trying to use his blockers, comes back inside, still on his feet, and gets across the 35. So.
No, that was.
Was that Zink?
No, that was Custard.
Oh, it was Custard?
Yeah.
Oh,
It did look like 9, but it was Custard.
Okay, so Caden with the good run. 7-yard gain to the 35. Second down and 3.
I thought it was Conway for a while too.
Yeah. Something about these uniforms and
Yeah.
those numbers. Custard calls for Grubb to set up at the tight end position for this play. Now the snap is back. Custard looking downfield, has time, and wide open to Taylor Zink. And Zink across midfield to the 40, to the 35.
Nice.
So a nice play that time on the pass from Custard to Zink.
Nicely done.
And into Bourbon County territory at the 36. So 15 and 14, a 29-yard pass play. Knupplaw first down.
That's right. Number 13.
Moving and grooving. 1:11 left to go in the third. Harrison down by 14. Snap back to Custard. He gives the ball to Feeback. Malachi winding through several tacklers and has another Knupplaw first down.
Very nice.
Good run that time by Feeback to the 24, so a 12-yard gain. The Reds trying to answer the score that Bourbon County just had. We've already had 4 scores here in the third quarter. 47 seconds left to go. Custer with Feeback on his left hip. Gets the snap, looking downfield. Here comes the rush. Custard gets away from it. Looks downfield still. Now takes off. He's at the 20, 15, and will be tackled about the 15 out of bounds.
16, 15.
Stops the clock with 28 seconds. And it will be at the 16. So an 8-yard gain on the play. And I tell you what, Caden has got us out of more fires than I think Jay Sanders and all his crew down at the firehouse. So second down and 2. Ball at the 16. We still got a whole nother quarter to go, folks.
We got a lot of time.
And it's only 12:20. We got to be out of here by 7. Getting the ball, Feeback. Looking for some running room. Gets to the outside. Veers up and is going to get a first down at about the 10. So Feeback, another fine run, as he's had several times here in the second half especially. So the ball, a 6-yard gain on the 10. Another Knupplaw first down as well, as those continue to stack up. Thanks a lot to some personal foul penalties by Bourbon County as well. Feeback now will be behind Custard, so the pistol formation. Ball's on the near hash mark. Double wides to the far side, the wide side of the field. Custard gets it. Fakes the handoff, bootleg this side. Fires it in the end zone. Touchdown, Braxton Grubb!
Nice.
What a nice play that time by Caden Custard. Rolling out on the bootleg to the nearest sideline, then finding a wide open Braxton Grubb for 6, and Harrison County is back to within 8 at 43-35, and still 14 seconds left to go in the third.
Gosh.
What is it about this game? That's our 5th score of the third quarter.
Good night. 88 or 78 points.
Well, we knew both teams were good offensively, and they've certainly shown it tonight. Cameron White in for the kick.
Oh.
The hold by Toomey is dropped, and now he's tackled. So with 14 seconds left to go in the third, your score. Bourbon County 43, Harrison County 35. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. All righty, 14 seconds left to go in the third. Harrison County is back to within a score at 43-35. Cameron White will be kicking off as both offenses have traded punches
No kidding.
over the basically course of this third quarter. There's only been one possession where a team didn't score, and that was Bourbon County in their opening possession when they went 5 and then gave up the ball on downs. We've also had a kickoff return for a touchdown, that by Bourbon County. We've also had a field goal. That was by Cameron White, a 23-yarder.
That's right.
The first field goal made by Harrison County in 6 years. White's kick is a good one. It will be taken at the ball still rolling around, and now picking up at the 10-yard line is one of the Bourbon County backs.
13.
That will be Josh Moody. So Moody returns the ball with 3 seconds left to go here in the third quarter, and this might be the final play of the quarter. They'll put the ball down at the 22 or 23. 22 and a half. They're going to say 23. Yep. So a 13-yard return by number 13. First and 10 for Bourbon. Ball's going to be on the far hash mark. Jesse Mitchell checking in for the Thoroughbreds. There'll be trips to the near side, the wide side of the field. Estes in shotgun formation gets the snap. He'll give the ball this time to Moody. Moody gets close to first down yardage as the buzzer sounds. So at the end of 3, your score, Bourbon County 43 and Harrison County 35. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports.
Angelo's Pizza.
As we begin the fourth quarter, that last run by Josh Moody was for 10 yards, so a first down for the Colonels at their own 33-yard line, leading 43-35, but lots of football still to be played. Trips to the near side, the wide side of the field for the Colonels. With that ball on the far hash mark. Moody in the backfield along with Clay Estes. Estes will keep the ball on his own, goes to the far sideline, goes up the sideline and across midfield into Harrison County territory for a first down. So Estes, who hasn't run very many times tonight, has been effective.
That's just the fourth one.
Let's see, 17 and 3, a 20-yard run and another first down. Ball's at the Harrison County 47-yard line. Bourbon County, I would think, would want to run some clock here, up by 8. But with Estes running out of bounds, clock stops. 4 wideouts to the near side, the wide side of the field. Estes says most of the time look to the other side when he's throwing the ball in these situations, and he'll do so again. Stop and go, but Floyd did not go, just stopped for an incomplete pass. Second down and 10. Bourbon County fans arguing that there was some interference, but it looked like that the quarterback and his receiver might have been on different pages. Harrison County desperately wanting a stop here so they can get the ball back and hopefully tie this score. Check out Uptown Eats for great steak burgers, ribeye sandwiches, and tasty treats. Conveniently located on the hilltop, they're open until midnight, which is a half an hour ago.
Sorry, guys.
Monday to Friday.
Uptown Eats is closed.
Stay tuned later when we announce the Uptown Eats play of the game.
They'll be open tomorrow. Not till midnight, but open tomorrow.
Right. So go there for lunch. Snap back to Estes. He will give the ball to
Goodwin.
Goodwin,
12.
who gets close to first down yardage. Goodwin and Moody have shared the lion's share of the carries tonight.
That's 12 for Goodwin and 9 for Moody.
Gets it to the 38, so a 9-yard gain on the play. Yards are starting to crank up.
Oh, they said it was 10.
So
Saying
second.
first down.
First down. What? Okay. Well, it was only a 9-yard gain, but I'll have to make it a 10-yard gain.
Yeah.
So first and 10 for Bourbon. Snap is back to Estes. He'll dish the ball to
Moody.
And Moody will be close to another first down on the other side. Damon LaRue coming in to get the tackle there. Officials looking at the sticks.
Very close to the sticks.
And they're going to say he is short of the first down. So ball's on the 26, second down and a very short one. Estes brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Trips to the near side, the wide side of the field this time. Estes, ball fake, looking downfield, takes off, has the first down, and will step out of bounds before he's crushed. So Estes, once again, getting the job done with both his arm and his legs in this ball game. His team is now inside the 25 at the 24 after that 4-yard gain. But he only needed one. Fourth first down of this drive for Bourbon County. He's got a bunch of first downs themselves tonight.
16.
Ball control.
16 first downs.
Lining up in the slot across the way from us, Caden Highlander. Snap is back to Estes. Gives the ball to Moody. Moody skipping around some would-be tacklers and dives forward close to the 20-yard line. On the 7th play of the drive that began back at the 23. Let's put the ball at the 20. Make up your mind.
Oh, 25. Throw it to
The
a
20-yard line. So a 4-yard gain.
That was
Brings up
Moody,
second
right?
down and 6 yards to go.
That was Moody, correct?
Yes. 9:39 on the clock, and it's running, folks. Harrison County trails 43-35. Once again, there will be trips to the near side, the wide side of the field. Estes looks over at Moody. Now gets the snap, goes to the right, goes up the middle, slips a couple of tackles, trying to find the sticks, and he is going to be. Did he get in?
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown for Clay Estes. A 20-yard jaunt into pay dirt, which puts his team up 49-35.
It's his second rushing touchdown.
Our tackling has left a lot to be desired tonight. And that might just about do it with 9:12 left unless the Breads can score quickly on their next possession. Christian Arnold coming in for the kick. He has not yet missed. Christian Arnold, as we said, a soccer player, a senior. Here's a snap. That's low. Estes with the ball. Somebody grab him, and nope. Him down a yard shy of the goal line. We'll have to find out the name of that truck. And now
15.
a flag on the play as well, as there's
15.
a lot of jawing going on.
Tanner Toomey.
Tanner Toomey.
Good job, Tanner.
Holds Estes from getting the 2-point conversion off of the bad snap. We'll find out what's going on while we take this break. 9:12 left to go. Your score, Bourbon County 49, Harrison 35. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop. Harrison County against the ropes now, needing to score, trailing 49-35 with just 9:12 left. The way the Harrison County offense has been, a 14-point deficit is by no means insurmountable. Had offsetting personal foul penalties after the thwarted PAT. Now Cameron Goodwin setting the ball up to where he wants it for this kick. Be nice to get a long return. Kick is on the way, and it's going to bounce at the 10. Rolls down at the 6. Picked up
Tanner Toomey.
by Toomey. Toomey coming to the near sideline. And it's just he was about to
slipped.
cut up. His feet went out from under him. The dew point level
It's
not ideal right now.
They're getting a little slick out there.
So Toomey goes down after a short return. 9:03 left to go here in this ball game. And the Breads will take over at the 24 after that 18-yard gain by Toomey. Come on, Breads. Breads 1-1 on the year. Bourbon 0-2. Harrison County will be in Nicholasville next week as we'll take on West Jessamine, who earlier tonight got beat
GRC.
by GRC 49-18. With the football as feedback, he gets across the 30.
Yeah, good game. 13 carries for Malachi tonight.
Gets it to the 31, so a 7-yard gain.
And he's trying to get off the field because he has, we'll call it a lower body injury.
Oh, hate those kind. Conway helps him off.
Painful
And-
lower body,
oh, yeah.
short term.
And when you got 1,000 people in the stands, you can't grab it. Although Malachi is. But, you know. And down he goes.
It's WCYN After Dark.
That's right.
Yeah, the FCC doesn't mind
Yeah,
right now.
they're asleep.
They're cool.
Uptown Eats closed down. They
It's-
went their
it-
own
it-
way.
It's all good.
So while feedback is attended to,
Just need some time.
snap back to Custard, rolls left, looking downfield. Here comes a rush. Oh, and they almost get him. And now the ball is fumbled away out of bounds.
Went out of bounds.
Luckily
Daggone.
for the Breads.
That's a good break.
That
really.
had disaster written all over it.
I think he lost a shoe in the process.
Don't care about the shoe. I do care about the ball.
All right. Yep. there's-
And it's going to be set back at the 23, so an 8-yard loss on that sack. And that is not what you need, down by 14. And time growing short at 7:55. It'll be 3rd down and 11 yards to go. Custard gets the snap, goes back to pass. Here comes the rush. Caden is going to throw the ball,
I think it was.
but
yeah,
they're going to
incomplete.
call an incomplete pass. So that'll bring up 4th down and 11. And even though there is 7:47 left, you almost have to go. Well, no, we're not. We're going to punt the ball and hopefully get the ball back in time for 2
Yeah,
scores.
It's
It's tough.
Yeah. That many yards to get and this far in your own
Yeah.
territory. It's tough.
So Jacoby White back out there. He's had one really good punt of 42 yards and one not so much so at 22 yards. As some of the faithful are making their way to their cars. Luckily, the Bourbon County folks don't have that far to drive.
Oh.
Snap is over Jacoby's head. Just dive on it. And he's going to get at the 4. And they're going to say Harrison County fumbled as well, which is all academic. Oh.
I think some.
So.
I don't think some of the guys playing know some of the rules.
Yeah. So ball will be
Just
at
saying.
the 5-yard line after an 18-yard loss on the play. And then the fumble away. So Bourbon County on the doorstep of scoring again, needing just 5 yards to get to pay dirt.
We got a timeout.
7:42 left. Timeout on the field. 49-35 your score. Harrison County is not ahead. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. All right, as we get back to action, Bourbon County at the Harrison 5. The snap back to Estes is high. Busted play. Estes takes it on his own into the end zone. So the Colonel scoring a busted play, the second TD of the night for Estes.
Third.
Or third for Estes, excuse me. He had 2 coming into the game. But third tonight. And a 55-35 advantage for the Colonels. You know it's bad when they score that easily on a busted play.
It's been a long night. And
Very.
Bread's put up a good, valiant effort, put some points on the board, just couldn't stop the Colonels tonight.
Right. Still 7:36 left. Now the Colonels will try the PAT. Christian Arnold back out there again. Last time they had a bad snap. This time the snap is good, and the kick is going to be good as well. 7:36 left, your score. Oh, the score. Bourbon County 56, Good Guys 35. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WC Wayne Sports. All righty, back here at the Hilltop. The kickoff by Bourbon County is on the way, and it's going to be picked up
Conway.
at the 22 by Taylor Conway, who makes a nice return about to the 40-yard line, which is where the Reds will start offensively. Trailing now, though, by 21. In case you're wondering, the most points that Bourbon County has ever scored against us, 64.
Okay.
So we're still a little ways away.
I don't think. Yeah, I won't say that.
Don't think. This game is not one where you think about it. Started 2.5 hours late because of lightning in the area, or just outside the area.
Millersburg.
Yeah, in the Millersburg area, which I guess is close enough. It's all about the safety of the kids. Jesse Mitchell is in the backfield along with Custard now, with feedback going out with an injury. Snap is back. Custard looks. Here comes the rush quickly, and the throw is going to be incomplete as the Colonels are now just pinning back their ears with this big lead.
Right.
And our offensive line, they've been out there a very, very long time.
Had a long night.
And maybe just getting a little bit tired. Plus sprinkling in some younger guys. And I noticed a couple of our offensive linemen limping around, so they've been beat up pretty good tonight too. A lot of personal fouls on both sides. Unnecessary stuff. Custard with Mitchell on his left hip gets the snap. Caden rolls left, escapes one tackler. Get rid of it. Now he does, and out of bounds. That's what you do. Good play, Caden. Brings up 3rd down and 10, however. Reds are in desperation mode now. Everybody taking their time, getting back to their assigned places. And now we're ready to go. Ball's on the 42, 3rd and 10. It's going to be on the far hash mark. Clock down to 7:15. Snap back to Custard. Here comes the rush. It's coming from Moody, but gets a screen pass out to Jesse Mitchell. Gets to the 30, the 25 before being brought down from behind by Clay Estes. But a nice catch and run by Jesse Mitchell to get Harrison County another Knuplaw first down. That ball is going to be placed down at the 24, 23. No.
It's the 24, 3?
Let's say 23.
Yeah.
So 27 and 8 is a 35-yard gain on the play.
7th receiver to catch pass tonight for the
really?
Reds.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Snap back to Custer a little bit low. Looks down the middle. Good protection. Fires it. And it's going to be caught inside the incomplete pass. So a 35-yard pass on that last one. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Well, you know about the Beast Pizza.
I do.
But don't forget about Snappy's great salads and sandwiches.
Had a sandwich today.
Just dial
yesterday. Excuse
Okay.
me. Yesterday I had a sandwich.
Just dial 235-7627
right
tomorrow. That's 235.
Snap.
There you go. Why are we going backwards?
Oh yeah, it's just incomplete.
Oh, that's right. Second down and 10 from the 23. We'd like to get at least one more score on the board.
That would be nice.
They'll make it more respectable looking. Plus 42 is a good number of points. Then,
Yeah.
you know, the defense is
Don't want to give up 56, but you score 42.
giving up some big plays, but the offense has done pretty well. I think
Yeah.
the final stats will reflect that.
I think so.
Snap back to Custard. Looks down the middle, takes it on his own, still looking to pass, tucks it under, jukes around one defender, and is going to be brought out of bounds inside the 20. So a nice carry that time by Caden. And they'll say he was out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. So an 8-yard gain on the play. A third down and 2 yards to go. 6:27 on the clock. 56-35. Bourbon County appears to be on their way to their first win of the year against 2 losses, while Harrison County will drop to 1-2 in anticipation of heading to Nicholasville and West Jesmond next week. Custard fakes the handoff, goes over to the left side, towards the sideline, is going to go out of bounds. He'll have enough for a Knupplaw first down, though, which will keep the drive alive. And Harrison County's slim hopes of maybe coming back in this game as well. Very slim hopes.
Just not enough time and not able to stop him.
And they'll say he went out of bounds at the, well, they keep walking around.
Where is the ball?
They're going to say at the 8-yard line, yes. So a 7-yard gain and a first down, as we said. Custard looking to pass, fires it to the near sideline, and Braxton Grubb catches it and is pushed out of bounds. So it'll be second down and goal coming up. This time from the 3. So a 5-yard pass play there. Second down and goal for the Brads. Jesse Mitchell on the left hip of Custard. Custard keeps it on his own, slips a tackler. Now thought about throwing, but keeps it on his own to the sticks. Dives. Is he in? No indication yet. Touchdown for Caden Custard. And Harrison County on the 3-yard TD is back to within 15 at 56-41. So good job, Caden. Slipped one tackler and came all the way over to the near side of the field to finally find the sticks and just barely got enough of it. The official was making sure that he still was hugging that ball when he came across the sticks before giving the official indication. So Custard, his second touchdown of the night.
Let's see. That is the second rushing touchdown.
Yes.
114 yards.
Oh, another good rushing night for him. So we have, well, no, Taylor Conway's got 100 yards receiving.
Yes.
So we got 100-yard rusher and 100-yard receiver.
Correct.
Breads will try the PAT as Cameron White comes out.
And Feedback has 85 yards.
That's still
Rushing.
good. He had 93 last week, 85 this week. That's still good. I think, like I said, I think all the offensive numbers will look okay. Defense, not so much. Kick is on the way by White, and it's going to be a good one. Nope, off to the left. So with 5:34 left, your score, Bourbon County 56, Harrison 41. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. 90, so we're past it.
It's a record, folks.
The former record of most combined total points between these two teams was 90, which came in a 77-13 win by Harrison County back in 2010. Today, the two teams have combined for 97.
And we still got 5.5 minutes left.
Here's a pooch kick by Cameron White that doesn't go the necessary 10 yards. So
6.5 yards.
Bourbon County gets the ball back. 5:34 left, and they'll take over at the, we'll find out where they take it at. What was I going to look up? Oh, yeah, points. The most points ever scored by Harrison County and their opponent was 116.
What?
Back in October of 1985, here on the Hilltop, Harrison County beat Mason County 76-40.
Golly. So this is the high-scoring Bourbon Harrison.
Yes, high-scoring Bourbon, but
Okay,
not
but
even
not-
close
not even-
to the record.
Man.
Yeah, 76-40.
You sure it wasn't a basketball game?
No,
You sure?
positive. Snap is back to Estes. He'll give the ball to Moody. Moody finds a hole on the right
He's
side,
gone.
and he may go all the way, which he did. 53-yard run.
what'd you
No,
say?
47-yard run.
What'd you say that record was?
116.
116. We'll see if we can get to it.
Yeah, getting closer.
We got 102 right now, or 103, sorry.
So Josh Moody, a 47-yard run, makes the score
Oh, I guess I should
62
write
to
that
41.
down. Moody. How many yards? 40 what?
47.
47. That is a lot.
And
He is.
coming in for the PAT will be Christian Arnold.
Moody's closing in on 200.
And the kick is going to be good. So with 5:25 left, your score now, Bourbon County 62, Harrison County 41. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports.
Do you?
Alrighty. In the game that would not end, Cameron Goodwin will be kicking off for Bourbon County at 12:57 a.m. And it's going to be somebody fall on it, and finally someone does at the 35. Harrison County will get the ball with 5:23. I'd like to get another score because
We're trying to beat
it
116.
looks better. I just don't want it to
I
be
know.
63-41.
So we're at 104. We need 13 more points.
That's all right.
To break the record.
5:23.
We can do this, guys. 13 more points between the two teams. If I'm going to stay up till 1:30 watching the football game, I want it to be a record.
Yeah.
I don't see that.
Wouldn't that be something? Ball is at the 36.
Get a quick hitter here.
Custer
65-yard
still in
touchdown.
at QB with Jesse Mitchell back there with him. Custer going back to pass. In the flat finds Conway, who cannot find it as it hits off his
That's an incomplete
fingers.
pass.
And it'll be second down and 10 coming up.
Custer's pass attempt for Conway is incomplete.
Conway went down for a second, but he's back up again. Helped by a couple of colonels who are also moving a little bit gingerly at
I
times.
think everybody's tired.
Well, they've scored 104 points so far. Takes a lot of energy running up and down the field as much as they have.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll be like a pinball machine, the total yards tonight.
It's going to be crazy.
I'd say both of them have well over 400.
I think so.
Yeah. Record for that's like 1,000 and some.
Yeah. Didn't think we were that.
Now, snap back to Custard, looks down the middle, escapes the pressure, still looking to throw, which he does across the middle, caught
That's
in the middle of the
Zink.
field by Jackson Zink. Zink still on his feet, but has another Knuplaw first down. Good catch by Zink. It was mainly Conway in the first half, but it's been Zink who's been catching some balls here in the second half. And they say it's at the 45, so 19 yards on that pass play. And another Knuplaw first down.
That's right. 17 of them tonight. What was the
Should we
yardage?
check
I'm
on the
sorry.
camera crew to make sure they're still awake?
I think they're still up there.
Okay.
I'm seeing the playback.
See, it's
here.
moving?
It's,
Well,
it's good. They're doing their job.
Custard gets the snap, rolls out, finds someone in the
Zink.
flat. That's Zink again, and he dives and maybe has another first down. Nice catch and run by Jackson Zink, who's turning into one of our more reliable receivers. Once this Harris County team starts putting everything together, we're going to be fine.
Oh yeah.
And another Knuplaw first down as they'll advance the ball to the, we'll call it the 35, so it right on the nose, 10 yards.
All right.
Custard gets the snap, looks to his left, rolls right, passes that way.
Zink.
Zink near the sideline, steps out of bounds. Makes you wonder why we weren't going there before. Because he's got a couple of veterans, Santiago and Moody. Ball will be now set at the 27, so an 8-yard gain on that particular pass play. Brings up 2nd down and 2 with 4:02 left. 63-41 Bourbon leads, but Harrison County on the move.
Excuse me.
Mitchell in the ball game on the left hip of Custard, who looks down the middle, and the ball is going to be knocked away, and we're also going to have a roughing the quarterback call on number 51. 64, Ryan Lay, as he popped Custard pretty good right underneath the helmet. It was an incomplete pass as it was tipped at the line as well. Yeah, roughing the quarterback, and so that will give Harrison County the automatic first down. It's also a blow to the head, yeah.
Yep.
It's our first penalty by either team in a while.
Yeah, you're right about that. It looked like they were going to set some records for penalties earlier, but they both calmed down.
Let's see, that will half the distance, the ball down to the 14. But another Knuplaw first down.
Oh, yeah. 19.
Snap back to Custard. Fires across the middle in the end zone, but through the arms of Zink.
I think so.
Conway that time.
Just a hair behind him.
2nd down and 10 yards to go. Red's trying to get in the upper 40s as opposed to the lower 40s. Join us tomorrow for Let's Talk Sports, followed by The Bottom Line, and then, of course, our Coaches Roundtable program, where we'll talk to Coach Graham about tonight's game.
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, all parties of Saturday morning will be in attendance
All right.
in all shows.
Snap back to Custard. Here comes the rush. Caden rolls to the left side, turns the corner in the middle, and he goes into the end zone for the
Yep,
touchdown.
he sure did.
Nice dive at the end there by Caden. 14-yard touchdown for his 3rd TD of the night.
That's 110 points.
We're getting closer. 116 is the
record.
yeah. We can't let them score again. Yep. If anybody's going to score, it's got to be us. 63-47 now your score.
What was the yardage on that run by Mr. Custer?
14 yards.
14.
Yeah.
What a tough kid.
Got that right. Brez appear to be going for 2. Feedback is back in the game after making sure the family jewels were good. And Custer gets the snap. Looking into the end zone. Nobody's open. Races to the right. Still nobody open. Throws it into the corner. Knocked away. A nice play that time by Carmen Santiago. So the point after is no good. 3:43 left. Your score now. Bourbon County 63, Harrison County 47. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. All right, as we get back to action, Harrison County down by 16. Cameron White had the ball set on the tee just like he wanted it, but then the wind blew it down. Still, quite a few Hardy fans have decided to go the distance with this ball game. And
Kudos
stuck
to,
around.
Kudos
So kudos to all y'all.
Kudos to anybody that's still here. You are good people.
White approaches the ball. He's going to try an onside kick again. That's going to roll and is going to be dived upon by Santiago. So Bourbon County will get the ball with 3:42. Bourbon County needs just another score to set the all-time number of points, most points scored by Bourbon County in a Bourbon-Harrison game, which was 64, which we talked about earlier. This is the 8th most points scored by an opponent in Harrison County history, and the most since Johnston Central scored 67 against us back in the playoffs 8 years ago in 2014.
Got a timeout, maybe?
Huh?
Must have a timeout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Timeout call. We'll take it as well. 3:42 left. Your score. Bourbon County 63, Harrison County 47. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports.
That's Angelo's Pizza.
All righty, out of the timeout. Bourbon County will take over with the ball set squarely on the Harrison 49, where they'll try to get another score on the board. Snap back to Estes, who's still in there. He'll flip the ball to Moody. Moody slips some tackles. Still on his feet as he goes inside the 20. Slips another tackle, but finally Tanner Toomey brings him down, but still a nice run once again by Moody.
Moody is well over 200 yards now.
Great. I'll say he's down at the 12. So 37-yard gain on that play. 1st and 10 for Bourbon County. If Bourbon County scores again and gets the PAT, it will set a new mark for the most points scored by both teams in a game between Harrison County and an opponent. Back in 1985, Harrison County beat Mason County here at home 76-40. That's 116. Right now we're at 110. With the football now is Goodwin. Rounds the corner and goes into the end zone for a much too easy TD. So we've tied the record now. And also, Bourbon County has scored more points than they've ever scored in a single game against Harrison County. So all kinds of pinball records being taken down tonight. Christian Arnold in again. His legs got to be getting tired. 69-47. More of a basketball score. 116 going for a 117 with still 2:58 left. Arnold awaits, goes and kicks it, and it's going to be good. So with 2:58 left, your score now. Bourbon County 70, Harrison County 47. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports.
Y'all tired of all those radio ads that repeat their business phone number about 5 times? Worry the horn off an anvil. Josh Sorrell's not going to do that to you. Sorrell Home Medical has the best service in the area and can handle your medical equipment needs. Simple as that. As to our phone number, ask your neighbor. Most people have our phone number memorized. Better still, come on into our
70.
showroom and check us out. We're on West Pleasant in Cynthiana. Y'all drive careful now.
We've given up
yeah?
at
Is your
least
smile
70
holding you
points
back? At
now
Primo
3
Smiles,
times.
we understand not having a smile
The other 2 were
you feel
77s.
confident in can affect your
We've
life
given up
and career.
73
Here's
times
what Mike
now.
S. had to
The
say
other 2 times
about
were
his smile
77.
after seeing
Once
Dr.
by
Krabs.
Highlands
As someone
in
with bad anxiety,
2013.
I can tell you it's extremely
And another time by
difficult
Johnson
to find a
Central,
dental team as professional
also in
and as trustworthy
2013.
as the team at Primo Smiles. They will work hard and find the perfect treatment plan to fit your needs. And once they have your plan underway, you can rest assured they will work on you as they were working on themselves or family. Best decision I've made all year was going to Primo Smiles. Don't delay.
Okay,
Call
back in
Primo
5 seconds.
Smiles at
Thank you.
859-234-3323.
All right, as we get back to play, Goodwin kicks the ball. It's going to be taken at the 16-yard line by
LaRue, I believe.
Damon LaRue. And he gets a nice return. So LaRue, a junior. Harrison County will take over with still plenty of time to try to get the ball into the end zone with 2:50 left. Let's see. The ball is going to be at the 35. So a 19-yard return. We invite you to just join us after the game. We'll go over all the scoring and stats, and there's been a lot of it. Both points and stats. We'll also have a short chat with Coach Graham. We'll talk more about this game in the morning. And also name our Uptown Eats play of the game and our Judy Construction Company player of the game.
Man, how can we do that? We've got a lot of plays.
There's a lot of plays, that's for sure. All right. Snap to Custard. Gives the ball
Feedback.
to
Feedback.
who crosses the 40-yard line. So at 41, so a 6-yard gain as Malachi gets close to the 100 mark.
He's at 91
Oh,
by my count.
keep feeding him the ball. Got some clean shirts out there, so some newer guys out there for Harrison County. Same goes for Bourbon as well, as the JVs are basically in now. Although Custard is still out there in feedback as well. Snap back to Caden. Passes the ball in the flat to Zink. And Zink may not have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see here. He'll say he was downed at the 41. So no gain on the play. That brings up 3rd down and 4 yards to go. 1:43 on the clock. Braxton Grubb checks in as Zink checks out. Everybody looking to the sideline for the play. The clock continues to run. Snap back to Custard. Looking to his left, fires that way, and it's going to short hop Lewis, his intended receiver. And with 1:15 left on the clock, it'll bring up 4th down and 4th and 4. And I imagine the Breads will go for it. West Jessamine will be the opponent next week. That game will be down in Nicholsville. 7:30 game time. We'll be on the air with the pregame show around 7 or so. And we've got offsides on Bourbon.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
Another Canuplaw.
Another
first
Canuplaw first down.
20.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So ball to move the ball to the 46. First and 10 for the Breads. Feedback still out on the field along with Custard. Caden gives it to Malachi, and Malachi is going to be wrapped up right at the line. In fact, he might have lost a yard.
Lost quite a few, actually.
1:05 left on the clock, and the ball back 5 to the 41. 2nd down and 15. Nobody in much of a hurry. 70-47 is your score. Snap back to Custard. Rolls out of the pocket, coming this way, looking downfield. Flips it. Oh, between the hands of his intended receiver, which is Trip Nichols. So Trip got the call, but the pass was too high. 40 seconds left.
Yes, that did stop the clock.
3rd down and 15. I'd like to get another score.
It would be nice.
70-40 something sounds awful. 70-50 sounds like, wow. What a game. What a game.
As I say, mid-yawn.
Custard flushed out of the pocket. Fires it in the middle of the field. Caught for a first down by Braxton Grubb, and he may go all the way. Hurry up, Braxton. 10, 5, touchdown. Braxton Grubb makes it 70-53.
Demolished that record.
All right, Braxton. A lot of yak yards that time by the junior. A good run of 59 yards.
Destroyed.
Yeah, we might have to look at the state records now. It's 70-53.
Holy
123 points. Smashing the old record of 116 set back in 1985.
Wow.
See if the Brez might be going for 2 here. As Custard will be coming back onto the field. 26 seconds left. I imagine Bourbon will just run things out. But we want to get 70-55 would be a respectable score. Well, your defense isn't going to get much props, but Bourbon's good.
Well, they are. They could definitely.
Now, I don't think they'll challenge either Boyle County or Lexington Catholic in their district.
But they got lots of speed, lots of talent on the offense.
Custard rolls out, looking to pass the ball. Escapes one tackler, looking for the end zone, and he's not going to get there.
Not quite.
So with 26 seconds left, your score, Bourbon County 70, Harrison 53. You're listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports. Back here at the Hilltop after the connection between Caden Custard and Braxton Grubb resulted in a 59-yard touchdown. Harrison back within 17 at 70-53, and that looks more respectable. Now we do not let Bourbon run this thing back. Do not. Kick by Cameron is going to be an onside kick. It's going to be taken at the 37 by one of the upper backs. Nope, it's going to be Josh Moody. So Bourbon County will have one last chance to probably just down the ball. Take it at the 40, with 43. So a 6-yard gain on the play, on the return. In 12 of the last 13 possessions by the two teams combined, that team has scored. 12 of 13 second-half possessions.
That's insane.
Gosh.
Holy moly.
The only time that someone didn't score was when Harrison County fumbled the ball away at the 5 on the bad snap to Jacoby.
Yeah.
And
that should do it.
Clay Estes takes a knee, sets him back a yard.
In my scorebook, he didn't lose a yard. It was game's over.
You went from the 43 to the 42.
You don't lose a yard when you end this game.
So there you go. Your final score, 70-53. Bourbon County improves to 1-2. Harrison County drops to 1-2. Invite you to stay tuned now for our post-game show. We'll talk about the scoring and stats in the second half, of which there was a bunch. We'll go over all the stats, which there are plenty. We'll also have a very short chat with Coach Graham as it's now 1:20 in the morning. We're going to talk to him anyway here in less than 10 hours. We'll also name our Judy Construction Company player of the game and our Uptown Eats play of the game. All that coming up after this timeout. Once again, here on the Hilltop, final score. Bad Guys 70, Good Guys 53. You've been listening to Thoroughbred Football on WCYN Sports.